All right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safe Liquid Beers of the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. It is all over. The Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
For the win. Draisaitl centers. McDavid tips it. Game over.
Gretzky going in. Sugar trying to get back. Gretzky with his score.
It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go.
And he scores. Leon Draisaitl.
It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
And there it is. Zach Hyman.
It's the Play Alberta Nielson Show. Let's go.
The Oilers pouring it on. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Smith from behind the net.
Everybody tune in, even my wife.
And poor Brucey's sitting in the corner just saying, somebody loved me.
Inconceivable.
Shoot 'em down, turn around, come on, moaning. Quack, 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 quack.
It's Ducksworth.
Hey, you give me love and I feel alright now.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
You gotta toss and turn and feel alright. And I feel alright. I say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause you make me feel so good. So good. So good. So fine. So good. It's good. When I feel alright, I say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was
Well, you get shaking, moaning.
Hey, 6 o'clockers, check in, get catch.
Shotgun dead and I'll come on moaning.
Hey, 6 o'clockers, check in, get catch.
Don't stop cooking as I feel alright now.
Hey, 6 o'clockers, check in, get catch.
Don't stop now, come on moaning. Come on, yeah, I say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause you make me feel so good, so good. When I feel
I like to win cups and I cannot lie. Count 'em up and we've got 5. And when Connor walks in at a shifty, nifty pace, moving with such grace you get sprung. Gonna be a bit rough cause you know stopping him is tough. Deep in the dance they're going. You're stoked, got the car flag glowing. Oh, Stanley, they wanna get with ya and take their picture. My homeboys tried to warn me. Another playoff song? Oh, that's so corny. Ooh, arena is pumping. You wanna be with your friends? Excuse me, cause the game ticket costs 2 G's. Oilers advancing. The hell with finances. Just get in debt, then pay it with the future's bet. I'm tired of magazines saying Connor just can't win. Take the average Oil fan and ask him that. You're gonna get yourself slapped. So fellas, you want the Oilers to win the cup? Well, take it. Take that Stanley Cup. Bring the cup back. Cruising down the street on 104. It's like that, and it's like this. The playoffs are back, no game you can miss. Get your credit card, you know what I'm thinking. Put the jersey on, it's time to go drinking. Power play scores, and they're starting to begin. Now we win up bet, so my tickets cash in. Oh, Hyman, you pro. Dry's coming back, I'm thinking here we go. So fee, buy, foe. Puck's fun. That jersey on your back, oh, here they come now. We gotta get a cup, gotta get it quick. You know, because we love to win, so give me that cup. Give me that cup. Give me that cup. Give me that cup.
Very impressive. Taking a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine.
Girl, I can't understand it. Why you wanna hurt me?
That's why it's the Stanley Cup.
After all of the things I've done for you.
It's hard. It's hard.
I buy you champagne and roses, put diamonds on your finger. What am I to do? My girl wants to party all the time.
What's up? 6:10 on a Friday morning, and we got a game day on our hands, Eric. We got a game day on our hands.
I'm going to eat a bag of oranges. Orange County, eh?
That's right. I get it.
We should have just smashed oranges on our foreheads.
That totally makes sense. That's what we should have done. Smashed them. Man.
Smash them good.
Totally forgot to smash oranges all over the place. It's a tough look.
Outside of rotisserie chicken and all that, or whatever.
An orange.
I think people go the orange route. That's
to throw stuff on the.
Yeah.
That would be easier. California.
Yeah.
Right.
They grow lots of oranges there.
Probably do a ton of oranges in California.
So many
I think that would make sense. Oh yeah, orange juice, orange slices.
It's all from California.
Orange pulp. Orange freezies. Tang.
Yeah, orange crush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of good stuff there, I guess. All right, 780-218-9999. Hopefully you're fired up on a Friday morning. If you're watching over on YouTube, sub to the channel. We are very close to 14,500 subs, so we'd love your sub if you haven't given it to us already. And, of course, hammer the thumbs up for us on a Friday morning as well. Give me that cup.
Yeah, we're flying. Hey, we're all feeling good. Waking up, having a great morning as you do on a Friday.
Nothing could go wrong today.
And poor Brucey's sitting in the corner just saying, somebody loved me.
I just love that clip. I just want to play it. That picks me up. Today sucks so far for me.
It's the Weiss Johnson clip you're going to love the most.
Yeah. Nielson show today and every day, even more than ever, brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
All joking aside, the show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Get a new trained furnace now and get 15% off any additional mechanical system done at the same time. Air conditioner, heat pump, garage heater, or hot water tank. Plus 15% off plus no interest for 24 months. Visit weiss-johnson.com to book an estimate today. All right, so here's the story. Last night I went to bed super early. So I told Tam, I said, I'm going to sleep downstairs because she wasn't coming to bed till like 11. She's doing a bunch of prep for her teaching today. I said, I'm going to crash downstairs. So I go sleep downstairs last night. Wake up this morning way before my alarm. And I'm like, what's that noise? Like, what's going on right now?
Maybe it's the wind.
I thought maybe the wind. I mean, it's super windy. Yeah. And also, like, am I even awake?
You're in a bit of a warp.
Yeah, a bit of a haze, a little foggy. Cool. And then I hear the furnace running. I'm like, okay, well, that's normal. But there's another sound. What is this other mystery sound I'm hearing?
Can you impersonate the sound? But it was kind of. I don't like that.
So, the bedroom downstairs, it's a big room, and it's got like the furnace room is kind of like closed off in the corner of it. So I'm like, well, what's going on here? So I go over and I open up the door to the furnace room and hot water tank, and there's water, like, I'm not going to say pouring, but coming out at a pretty decent pace at the bottom of the hot water tank.
Like you could get power off of it if you.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a small little dam, I could probably generate enough volts to shock Trev if I wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So I turned off the hot water tank, and I'm going to be firing Dennis from Weiss Johnson a text. I figure, just after 7? He'll be up. He's a businessman. He'll be up just after 7.
Why
I'm going to
not
see if we
now?
can get somebody out there. I can't text anybody in the 6 o'clock hour.
6 o'clock hour.
No way, 6
We are
o'clock.
live.
No way.
We're live.
6 o'clock hour is too early.
Live.
6 o'clock hour is too early. So anyway, and many of you know my history with trying to fix things. And I mean, first of all, I had to come to work, so I couldn't really, get my tools out and turn on the space heater.
Well, then you got to go to clear.
Oh, no. She's calling me. I better take this.
Well, take the call. Yeah. So.
Hello?
This is interesting.
I hope everything is okay. The Nielson household.
I heard no water at all. Anyway, I mean, we'll get an
I heard
update, obviously,
really?
as he gets
Like with a question mark.
Well, really? Well, he left Tammy a note
He
to
did.
say there's no hot, which is
by the
that's
way,
what you do.
You
wake up in the morning. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
LT,
No water at all.
how's
Yeah.
it going?
Well, it's going fine, Trevor.
You're doing good,
yeah.
buddy?
Yes, buddy. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
Really
No,
good.
this and it's too bad too because he had such a day planned.
Oh yeah,
If this was
his
a
day.
Tuesday and
It's the middle of the week.
you got
That's
nothing
okay.
going on and you're going home later, well, but it's Friday. Of course, we all know he will be live. Clairview Boston Pizza later today for the Lock Shop and the Oil Stream with Tom Gazzola. The Godfather reached out.
Yeah.
He wants to have a day.
Yeah.
Tommy's back there tonight with the GCL Diesel pregame show and postgame show, 6:30 here on EST.
It's going to be a hoot there.
Clairview Boston, you're going to go. All these people, Godfather, yourself,
Godfather invited me.
Atif. They all have beds for him. He could spend the whole day and the whole night out Clairview Way.
Atif will be sighing free of charge.
Atif apparently will be sighing free I don't know if we should maybe mention that to entice people to want to go, but so it's kind of, it was setting up to be this magical Friday. And now with this damn, and hearing those things now, it makes me sick to my stomach. I don't like water leaking. I don't like major appliances going and
Oh no.
expenditure of money and like he's been on this call now for a couple minutes.
which
This is not good.
Which makes me
If Tammy's
think,
calling, she knows she'd text.
Yeah.
But a call is
yeah, this
is not good.
this isn't good.
I don't know. I'll take the liberty of setting up the show if you're good with
Yeah,
that.
for
You
sure,
can
of course,
you can
buddy.
chime in.
Yeah.
YouTube Trev here.
What's up?
What is up?
What is up?
Just be happy. Hey, game day today. Orange
Game
County.
day. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Can't wait.
We'll be setting up the game throughout the show, obviously. NFL draft last night, which, I took a bit of a break from the puck. Like the pomp and pageantry of the NFL draft from Pittsburgh. Close to 250,000 people there. So that was something. But we'll be getting you set for Oilers Ducks tonight, game 3 down in the OC. The crack pack for Wayne's as well. Dusty did bring in some... Okay.
Well, I mean...
No, but
I don't know what she's doing calling me when I'm on the air.
Oh,
I can't do anything
But it
about
wasn't 5 alarm. Or
Well, no, apparently she's like, we have no water in the house, not even cold water. I said, well, I must have shut off the water line for the whole house.
Yeah.
But then I said, if you open that up again, I think the hot water tank is going to keep leaking. Right, so I don't know.
Text dance.
I think so too.
I don't know what. Yeah, I told her. I said you can try to, but then I said you can turn that, like open that line back up. But then she said she couldn't turn it. She goes, I can't move it either way. I said, well, that's weird because it usually moves pretty easily.
It's frozen.
Can't be frozen. I just did it a little while ago. So anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to get to the bottom of this.
I'll get JMO. We can.
Yeah, JMO slide. Yeah, you better get JMO in. JMO, if you're listening, you better get in here right now. That's the first time in 16 or 17 years she's called me while I was on the air. I told her, I said, hey, we're doing the show, right?
Well,
she goes, I know, but we have no water in the house. I said, well,
you'll survive.
I don't know what to.
You'll survive. You just.
That's what I told her. Right?
You'll be
I
fine.
said, like, it's gonna be okay for the morning.
Relax.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. What am I supposed to do?
Hey, Chris, the plumber chimes in. Sounds like you need an expansion tank on your hot water system.
Is that even a thing? I don't know if that's a
He's
thing.
a plumber, though.
I don't know. I don't. We'll see. God, on my birthday weekend, I'm gonna have to deal with the hot water tank stuff.
Well,
like, are you kidding me?
This is a big day here today, too.
God, space heater is not gonna fix this.
Probably not.
I don't understand why none of the water to the house would be working. I guess I did shut off the line that seems to come out of the ground. But that's the one that stopped. See, she probably could open that back up, and then is there a water? No, but that's the one I think that it doesn't matter. I'll get it sorted out later on. We got a show to do. We got a game to set up. But it is frustrating.
Well, if it does impede with your day today in Clearview and all that, you still have Boston Pizza Westgate on Sunday. So
I guess there's always a fallback. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, I guess that's a positive. Construction Curtis says Dusty expansion tanks are a thing. Yeah, but why is it?
Plumbers in construction,
but it feels like there's obviously a leak somewhere. So what's the expansion tank? It gathers the water. It must gather the water. I don't know. Yeah. I've never seen water coming out of the bottom of the hot water tank.
Just attach it on there.
Probably gonna have to get a.
This is a pro's job, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not one for me, man. Like Colby texts and says, "Morning, Dusty. Could be worse. She could have called you in the middle of calling a Sens game. Question is, would you have answered then?"
A true test.
I don't know. It seems weird. Chris the plumber, I mean, if anybody knows, he says, open the main coming into your house and just shut off the valve going to your hot water tank and shut off the gas going into your hot water tank. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I'm pretty sure I turned off the water line and not the gas line. I might have turned off the gas line. I don't know. I don't know what I did there.
Costura 20 in the nest chat. I want Dusty to make a handyman show. You know, I think if you did a YouTube of doing this, they would take off.
I would probably be a pretty significant
you'd be
YouTube
rolling
channel
in the funds
of me trying to figure that stuff out. I must have turned off the hot water or the water line if she's got no water in the house. It could have. I know I did turn off the hot water tank too. So
she has no water. I must have turned it off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I hope.
I think that's probably what ended up happening. So. We'll see how it goes. This could be a disaster. I'm so happy I'm not at home right now.
Leave that turned over.
Mark says there's a valve to your hot water tank. Yeah, I know, man. That's what I thought I turned off, but I guess I didn't. I don't know what I did. All I know is that my basement isn't going to flood.
Hey, and that's
because I've got something turned off, I guess.
Hey, may I be good job. I know you're not going to get that at home, but good job.
I turned off that little button on the hot water tank and turned down the thing, and then so
Bob's your uncle.
Probably be pretty good, I guess. So that's nice. Northern Farmer says, Dusty, it sounds like the pressure relief valve on the heater blew. What's that even?
Is that
I don't know what that means, you guys.
Is anyone in danger? I guess like we kind of like everything's fine, eh? Like you should be fine.
Tube Socks is in and says, sounds to me like the Nielson family's moving.
Yep. Meeting with Damon Bunting probably on the line.
Yeah, I'm gonna be calling. Like I'm gonna text Dennis from East Johnston. Go, Dennis. If you can't get there today, I have to give Bunting a call immediately.
He's the next man.
My family needs a place to stay tonight. It says, you likely turned off the main water valve into the house. Sometimes there's a hot water tank shut off. Dusty, we need to have a meeting to show you some of the basics of your house. It's almost painful listening to you talk about this. Hilarious. Oh, I mean, Pat in the county says, Tammy should try grooming the kids like a cat.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how that works. My middle name is Trevor. Texas is Dusty. There should be a valve. Look, guys, you can tell me everything about it right now, but I'm not there. Like I'm not there. I can't help. It's just send Tam a link. We'll get her live on the phone from the hot water tank, and we'll talk her through it as she can turn the water back on. Eh?
I'll send her the link.
Yeah, that's she's really gonna love that this morning. That's gonna go over. That's gonna go off pretty good, I think. All right. So what else is up? What else is happening?
Well,
with
it's
you
game
guys?
day.
It is game day. That's a big one. No doubt about it. Pretty excited for game day tonight on the road. No Tales of the North because they're on the road tonight.
Cauldron of the Honda Center.
Oh, it's so exciting.
You talk about home ice advantage, eh? The Ducks have it in spades.
You know what? I saw they had a watch party, but they only showed really close-up photos. So I feel like only part of their lower bowl was probably full, like a Florida Panthers type of thing.
Good tickets still available
for tonight's game.
Yeah, you can get an 8-pack. with the purchase of a car wash.
You get
I'm
hot
sure.
dog and
Yeah,
parking.
Yeah.
$40.
Oh, the Ducks. Yeah. The hockey team, right? Yeah. Oh, I guess we got nothing better to do. We'll get down there and check it out. Check out this hockey.
Razzie Cat says, Dusty, if you need help drying things, our property restoration company can help you out. First General Services. No, there really wasn't too much of it must have woke me up pretty quickly because it was whatever water was there was going down the drain in the furnace room anyway. So I figured I was probably okay on that front, but whatever. All of this after, you know where my bad day started? It was yesterday on Scalding Hot Takes. That's what ended up happening.
That was the
The ultimate screw job.
Yeah, well.
The ultimate screw job yesterday. We're going to play it back. Not hot takes, but so yesterday, if you missed it, 8:40, Scalding Hot Takes. We go through it. The entire chat is like, oh, Dusty's going to win. Trev was even laughing at my last take so much he could barely get out his fifth take. And Joaquin Gage awards the mitt to YouTube Trev. Then to make things worse, you got this clip, Trev? To make things worse, on Two Guys and a Goalie yesterday, and if you're listening on 95.7, Two Guys and a Goalie is a hockey show we have on Tuesdays and Thursdays from noon until 1. And Joaquin Gage, who judges Scalding Hot Takes and co-hosts Two Guys and a Goalie with me, comes into Two Guys and a Goalie with a ridiculous statement on why he decided that YouTube Trev won Scalding Hot Takes yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's already having to prepare a statement as of why.
Yeah.
That
alone.
He's telling on himself here, really.
So he lays this whole thing out, and then Trev gets accosted by me. It was an absolute mess. Two guys and a goalie were absolutely off the rails yesterday, and we're gonna run that back as soon as Trev's got it ready. Trev, you got this ready? So this is what happened on Tuesday. This is a follow-up to our show yesterday. Scalding Hot Takes gets awarded. One of the biggest farce jobs in the history of Scalding Hot Takes. Trev, you know it. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Be heard.
I think he brought up a very valid point, which the Nasties are about to hear.
Oh, my God.
If they didn't hear it.
Okay, here's Gager yesterday on Two Guys and a Goalie.
Judge has prepared a statement.
An official statement.
An official statement.
In an official file.
From an official file.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Excuse me. Hold on a second.
Oh, Trev bringing him his coffee.
Thank you.
Interesting. Very interesting. Wow.
In the Supreme Court of Edmonton Sports Talk, the Honorable Justice Joaquin Gage presiding. Matter of Scalding Hot Takes, Dustin versus the court. The following is my ruling. Having reviewed the evidence, the arguments, and most importantly, the vibes emanating from the fine airwaves of Edmonton Sports Talk, this court issues the following ruling. The court affirms its sacred duty to the people, for the people, and occasionally for those stuck in traffic on the Henday looking for halfway decent sports opinions. Said duty includes ensuring that Scalding Hot Takes are not only spicy, but broadly consumable. Like a well-crafted wing, not an experimental ghost pepper that sends half the audience into existential crisis. In the present case, the court finds that the Atif take, while undeniably favorable, relied heavily on personal familiarity with one Atif, specifically the unique experiences of having skin shaken his so-called reptilian meat hooks. This court notes with some concern that significant portion of the listening public, particularly those tuned in via 95.7 Cruise FM, have not in fact had the privilege, as such the take, though strong, failed the crucial legal test of reliability versus obscurity. Conversely, Trevor's final submission demonstrated a commendable adherence to the doctrine of universal digestibility, a principle long upheld by this court and loosely defined as something your buddy, your uncle, or a guy named Gary can all nod along to without needing a backstory. Therefore, in this closely contested battle of takes, the court rules in favor of Trevor. The court strongly encourages Dustin Nielson, esteemed architect of these takes, to consider the broader audience moving forward. While niche brilliance has its place, the court reminds all parties that a truly elite hot take must walk the fine line between clever and what the hell is he talking about. In conclusion, judgment is rendered. Trevor prevails. The people are served. Court is adjourned. Go forth and keep your take spicy by not alienating. Signed, Justice Gage.
It's extremely well done. I've already put in there for moment of the year at the Estes.
He's right. I'm sorry.
No, look, you're the one who walked in today and
but
said
now that
should've
I
won
heard that.
on the team saying, "You get out of here, Trev. Come here, Trev. I'm gonna do you right now. Get over here. Give me that bloody mitt. Here you go, Digger. All right, so that's what happened yesterday on Two Guys and a Goalie. For the first time ever, I yanked the mitt off someone else's hand and threw it back on the chest of the judge.
Is he done talking finally?
Yeah, I mean, so here's the worst part. Gager also admitted that he laid that all out, then put it into AI to make it sound a little bit more official.
Of course.
So now we're having to use AI
Filibustering.
to defend Trev and his takes. Unbelievable. Like nothing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's a bit of a tough. Look, Trev, you get out of here with that stuff. I'll come over there again. I'll beat you up in the corner of the office. And then Hernan's sitting there. So Hernan's the biggest flip-flopper of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Like before Gager reads a statement, Hernan's like, Dusty should have won.
Sways in the
Totally
breeze.
should have won. Gager reads a statement, and then Hernan's like, he's right. He's right. I was like, come on, Nanso, what are you doing here? So anyway, real big fallout from scalding hot takes yesterday. It was a bit of a
Didn't even
mess.
mention my 5 Mighty Ducks takes. I mean, I think that
I actually
slyly flew under the radar here.
After later on in that clip, I think I do mention. Well, Eric just did 5 Mighty Duck takes.
Luis Mendoza, Matt Savoy. You telling me they weren't separated at birth? Look at them.
All right, so there you go. The Gordfathers in this says that statement was a farce. Looking forward to Gager never allowing an inside joke tier ever again. His rulings are as consistent as the NHL reffing standard. That's a good point, actually.
So it's inside jokes that he was against?
That's what he said.
Okay,
apparently, inside jokes aren't going to work on scalding hot takes before, even though they've consistently won hot takes for years.
Yeah. Henceforth, no more joking.
Dr. J and says now Dusty needs a plumber, a realtor, and a lawyer. I did get a text actually from Dennis.
Absolutely.
At Weiss Johnston, where I said I wasn't going to text him till 7.
No.
Because I was just like, that's probably not a nice thing to do.
Don't sleep.
Says, I hear your hot water tank is blown. What's your address? Can you have someone send me pictures of the model number on it?
Oh, boy.
Tammy's
on it.
So I texted Tam. Yep. She hasn't got back to me with the pictures yet. And I'm going to say, hey, excuse me, what's going on over here?
Time's ticking.
Try to get this thing fixed for you.
You should call
her.
her.
I'm on there. I should call her. Hey, Tam, I need the info. Oh, we laugh now.
No,
we are laughing.
Nobody's hurt.
All right, we're gonna dive into this hockey game coming up next. Where'd the first half hour of the show go? My goodness,
You're on the phone for 20
6 o'clock
minutes.
hour brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Oh boy.
Big U Kernan was confused on which side to be on. His dom hadn't told him what to do yet. It just won't go away.
6 o'clock hour brought to you by Ewell, your power play specialist. They've got the gear you need for your next electrical project. With 3 Edmonton area locations, you can order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. All right, coming up, we're going to get to your morning announcements just after 6:30 today. I don't know if we need it right now because there's such a good buzz going on, but I did write a song about us tasing Trev. That's kind of a banger.
Sure.
So we're going to get to that. Why not? Right? Let's turn the tide on this series. If anything's going to do that, it's an AI song
More
about
AI.
Trev getting
More
tased.
AI.
So we're going to get into that. We're going to crack some packs. I got a little bit of a hot take. on the Oilers game tonight.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I know.
Is it inside?
Well, I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
I better text Gager to see if I can use it first.
Make sure you fit Formula 1 into it.
If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM this morning, we got a couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update, then you're back with us. If you are listening on TuneIn, on iHeart, if you're on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We got a sports update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit them in store at 10707 184th Street on the West End or online at ParamountFlooring.ca.
Oilers Ducks Game 3 from Anaheim tonight. You can join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows live. From Boston Pizza Clearview, coverage begins at 6:30 here on EST. Also tonight, Montreal at home to Tampa. That series even at 1. Puck drop at 5. At 7:30, it'll be the Mammoth hosting the Golden Knights. That series also knotted at a game apiece at 7:30. Last night, Alex Tuch, second of the postseason, would stand as the winner as the Sabres would defeat the Bruins 3-1, taking a 2-1 series lead. Carolina, another tight one, but they beat Ottawa 2-1. Canes now lead that series 3-0, and the Avalanche winning on the road as well, 4-2 over the Kings to take a 3-0 series lead. In the NBA last night, Scotty Barnes, 33 points and 11 assists, leading the Raptors over the Cavs 126-104. Raptors trail that series 2-1. Elsewhere last night, it was the Hawks getting past the Knicks 109-108. And the Timberwolves with a stout defensive performance, 113-96 over the Nuggets. They now lead that series 2-1. 3 games tonight. Philly at home to Boston. The Lakers are in Houston looking to go 3-up on the Rockets. And the Trailblazers welcome in the San Antonio Spurs at 8:30. Toronto Blue Jays back home to kick off a 6-game homestand against the Guardians. First pitch 5:07. Max Scherzer set to start. NFL draft last night from Pittsburgh. The Las Vegas Raiders taking Heisman Trophy-winning national champion Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza first overall. Chargers would select Canadian defensive end Akeem Mesidors, 22nd overall out of Miami. CFL draft, that goes Tuesday at 5. The Edmonton Elks currently hold the 3rd overall selection. Sports update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Our in-house team handles everything from selections to completion, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit our showroom 7 days a week or at ParamountFlooring.ca.
Step inside Rogers Place. Play La Bamba. Baby! Play La Bamba, baby!
But we're a dangerous team when we're rolling, and we're healthy, and we are healthy.
Cup is on the line, baby, come and get it done. 16 wins, yeah, they're going on a run. Looking to advance, going deep in the dance. Hop on the bandwagon, let's hear the fans. The fans.
Special place to play, honestly. So much history, these fans. It's great to hear their sport.
Razzling and dazzling every single night. Clubs coming out, baby, gonna be a fight. 6 games, 5 games, how about a sweep? Ticket prices, yeah, they're gonna be steep, yeah! Yeah! Come on! It's the playoffs! Crank it up! It's the playoffs! Take the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Ooh, gotta get the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Come on, lift it up! Let's go win the Stanley! Waited long enough, it's time, no more wait for the oil, it's the fate, yeah. Hey! Hey! Listen, first gear, second gear, third gear, go. McDavid 97, he's a one-man show. Draisaitl, Iverson, gotta love the nude. Bruce Skinner and picks need to be huge. Be huge. Be huge. They gotta squeeze a little, squeeze a little, squeeze a little more. Get the bottom 6 to find a way to score. One time, overtime, gotta find a way. Jam-packed moss pit going insane. Yeah! Painting 100? Yeah! Cheer a little more. It's the playoffs. Crank it up. It's the playoffs. Take the cup. Let's go
season once again. Tisby upon us. Game 2 tonight. Or Game 3 tonight. Man, this series is flying by. Game 3 tonight down in Anaheim. Tommy Gazzola will be set up for pre and post game at the Clairview Boston Pizza. We're actually going to be out there at the Clairview BPs for Lock Shop and Oil Stream today at lunch as well. And depending on how this whole water tank fiasco goes today, I could really use a drink tonight.
Yeah, Tammy's got it.
The Godfather and I are planning on rolling in tonight. Trev, you going to come to this game tonight or what?
Yes.
You want to sit with me and the Godfather?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I'll be there to pre-drink.
Oh, you're going in early.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then going downtown. See where.
Oh, look at this big downtown boy.
Yeah, see where the night
going to meet up with Evan Dahmer or what?
Yeah, Dahmer.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. Nielson Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Shout out to Dennis, who's already texted me about the hot water tank. So that's nice. Oh, Tammy says, I turned the yellow one on and have the water going again, but it's leaking everywhere. No, you can't. It can't be leaking. Turn it back off. You can't.
Stop.
Oh, my God. Why are you turning the water back on? It was leaking everywhere. What are we doing here? All right. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day. You want to get your hands on that bad boy. We're going to crack some packs for Wayne Sports Cards still coming up. I got a little bit of a hot take on the Oilers. We'll get to that in this segment as well. Got the Trev Getting Tased song that we're going to drop here on a Friday in the 6 o'clock hour as well. But your morning announcements, let's dive into these bad boys from last night. Morning announcements brought to you by the Short Course at Rundle Park. Rundle Park Short Course. Affordable rates for juniors, seniors, adults. Walkable par 58 course has great family-friendly atmosphere. Perfect for all skill levels, but ideal for short hitters and those just learning the game. Also, snag a smash burger at Shorty's after the round. Check them out on Instagram at Rundle Park SC. All right, Carolina. Ottawa last night. There's a couple of things we can hit on. The Sens had a power play with essentially a chance to save their season. It was a 5-on-3. And if you think that the Oilers' power play has been struggling, you should go back and watch the Senators' 5-on-3 last night with their season essentially hanging in the balance. It was awful. It had to be one of the worst 5-on-3s I've ever seen. They cleared the zone by themselves twice. I don't know what Tkachuk was doing. You see that one Tkachuk play? Tkachuk, right inside the blue line, had it, and literally just shot it outside of the blue line, out of the zone. It was ridiculous. The Ottawa Senators, I know they hung tight for the first couple of games, and I got a soft spot for them, but they deserve to be where they're at after just that 5-on-3 power play alone. It was awful. You watched that last night, Trev?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Imagine being a Sens fan right now. There was, some silver linings for Oilers fans after games, 1 and 2, especially after the loss. But, I thought the same thing. You think the Oilers' power play has kind of been fighting it? Watch that 5-on-3. They were getting booed off the ice, which is not what you want to see. And kind of the same. You think Connor's going through it right now, which he is. But Brady Tkachuk last night, I'd be interested to see. I haven't looked at his giveaways, but that's all he was doing out there, man. He was just giving the puck to any Kane. You want it? You can take it. And then that power play, man, they could not make a pass. They could not complete a pass. It was tough. I'm not even a Sens fan, and I was furious.
And it's not like they had an 8th ranking in the NHL during the regular. This isn't a power play that was
fighting it. Yeah,
it was a good power play.
Yeah. So
they're in trouble. Carolina always looks good early in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not going to read into it too much.
Yeah, but the Sens were our dogs. Everybody was.
I know.
We're all they've hot and horny on them.
Even last night, it was relatively close-ish.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like they've been blown out of the water here, but man, in some key moments, this team just cannot find a way to score. And
beating themselves.
I would low key put it out on the market that they'd accept offers for Brady this summer.
Yeah, man.
I would. I would just to see what the offers would be.
He wants to go back to the States. Come on.
I don't know what you would get for Brady Tkachuk. He's a very good player. Don't get me wrong, and he's a bit of a unicorn. We know that. But I wonder what the offers would be like for Tkachuk. Not sure if they're there yet, but I wonder if that's something that could be discussed in the offseason. Buffalo wins a tight one. Had to have that one last night. And then Colorado and Los Angeles. We were talking about it a little bit on Two Guys and a Goal yesterday. What's been the most boring series of the first round? And I have not really watched much of Colorado and LA at all. I think it's just because I don't want to watch the Kings. Like, I just don't want to watch the Kings play playoff hockey anymore. So I have not dove into that series much. But Colorado has a 3-0 series lead, put up 4 on the Kings last night to pick up that 4-2 victory. Tails is in. It says McKinnon has just 1 point so far in the series as well. So some of the big guys around the league.
Yeah, captains are struggling.
Slowed down a little bit. And then the NFL draft last night. Trev, what are you looking at?
Oh, I thought I heard something.
What? What's going on in the show today?
I do hear something. That's just...
What do you hear? It's really windy outside.
No, it's not.
You must be just hearing the wind.
No. I'm hearing a wicked buzz. It might be my headphones, I'm thinking.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. Blink twice if you're going to pass out.
Tinnitus.
NFL draft last night. What you watched a lot of this. What was...
I was locked in, baby.
It seemed... I don't know. The vibe seemed off on this draft for some reason.
How so? What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, first pick not being there.
Goodell got booed really good.
Like, yeah, he gets booed. I don't know. It just seemed...
Well, Mendoza had like a party.
Was there too much space in the green room? I don't know. It just
Mendoza
something seemed a little bit more bush league about this draft than previous drafts.
Mendoza had more people at his house than they had in Pittsburgh for the draft.
There was a lot of people at his house. When they cut to the outside party?
And then I don't know what it was, his little brother or something, when he got chosen. And I mean, you know, you're thinking about this moment a lot. I'm sure Mendoza is, and I'm sure the family is. I mean, they're all on TV. They're sitting around the TV. They're seeing themselves on TV, and you're trying not to be like stupid. Like you're looking at the TV and watching yourself sitting there.
Yeah.
Nation's watching you. But then it was like a little kid. I'm assuming it's his little brother. But the poor, he goes to give Fernando, like, he goes to like dap him.
And he missed him?
And Fernando didn't look at him. And then so he started like congratulating his family, but he works from the other side. So the kid 3 or 4 times tried to extend the hand, and he just kept getting shut down. And then he'd look into the camera and be like, and it was a tough look, and it was just like you felt so bad for him. But no, I mean it was a big party there. At one point they're like, and this is the live feed from the high school that he was drafted in. They go to like a bar.
They cut to the bar shot. I was watching it with Marshall at the time. I said, "That's not a school, buddy."
Yeah, they're all like drinking pints. But no, I mean Pittsburgh showed up. It was. I mean, America puts on an event, whatever sport it is. As I've always said, they could have a marbles championship, and it would get millions and millions.
300,000 people there.
I mean, that's what the States does. So, no, it was an event. You're right. I mean, not having the first overall there was a bit of a buzz. But you did watch your Lions?
I watched all the way up to the Lions made their pick, got an offensive lineman, which is what I wanted them to get. So then after that, I flipped over and watched the rest of the Kane-Sens game. Jeremiah Love going 3rd overall.
Yeah, the Cardinals now have 23 running backs.
To the Cardinals. I know last night I saw a bunch of the fantasy people I follow be like, horrible landing spot for Jeremiah Love. They've got Trey Benson and Tyler Algier. Think about it for a second. They just used the 3rd overall pick in a guy who, by all accounts, is an absolute stud.
Yeah.
And you're worried about Trey Benson still getting touches? Come on. What are we doing here? So I like that. Carnell Tate went 4th to the Titans. They needed a wide receiver.
That's going to be a good combo with Ward and him. I mean, that's
you would hope so. I mean, that's why they used the 4th pick on him. And then Ty Simpson, that was an interesting storyline. So the Rams used the 13th pick on Alabama's quarterback. They did give Matthew Stafford a heads up. It's not like they're going to sit here and say, sorry, Matt, we're transitioning. You won the MVP and we're a Super Bowl contender. I saw them getting raked over the coals for that pick as well. But they had 2 first-round picks, and they traded one earlier to get McDuffie, right? So they've already addressed one of their weaknesses, if you want to call it that, from last year. I don't hate the idea. If you really like this kid, you've got a stacked roster already. I know they could have picked somebody that would have helped them win the Super Bowl. I get it.
Well, I think McVay,
but they're already a very strong roster. Yeah. If they really like him as the heir apparent to Matt Stafford, I'm not gonna rip him.
Well, and that's management looking one way for the long-term success of the franchise, and the coach sitting there being like, I want to win now. and that's kind of the thing. So I don't know if McVay is maybe too happy, but he's the coach, and he goes along with it.
Anyway, if you watched the NFL draft last night, you want to chime in on it, 780-218-9730. $99.99 is where you can get in. If you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We've blown past 100. Let's get to 200 here as quickly as we can. All right, so if you've been following along in the station for the last couple of weeks, it was on Confessions a couple of weeks ago in which YouTube Trev says that he's always wanted to get tased. And this was not us being like, Trev, you should get tased. You should get tased. This was Trev saying, I always thought I could handle it very well. I'm very curious about it. I'm not really scared of it. So then we said, well, maybe we can arrange this. We've got a few police officers that listen to the show. And we said, if we're going to do it, then we should probably do it properly and safely. And he's been texting with the Orca driver, and they've said that they've talked to their team, and if they bring him down to the station, they'll do it in a safe environment. So, Trev, where's your mindset at right now on the once again?
Feel good. Way better than last week.
Are you serious still?
Way better than when I read that over 1,000 people have died since 2000.
With taser, because you dove into it a bit, and you're going to be at the police station. They're going to do it very neatly for you.
Yeah, but I've seen the people that come away, and I'm like, let that make it alive.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm in better shape than them. So
you're in better shape.
I should be good.
Once again, I would suggest you don't have to do this, and if it was me, I wouldn't do it. But I've made a song for you just in case you do it.
Yes.
Because then we can play it while you get tased.
Cool.
Right? It's called the Lightning Rider.
Oh.
I mean, that's what we were going to call you. Remember Lightning
Call
Rider?
me Lightning
Here we go.
Rider.
Electricity running through his veins. He's known it since he was a kid playing games. 50,000 volts, he won't feel a thing. Why stop there? Bring on the lightning.
Nothing will faze him, so why don't we tase him? People will praise him
Because he's so amazing.
He's the lightning rider. Yes, the lightning rider. An electricity fighter. You can do it like Rob Schneider.
You can do it. You too, Trevor. He wants to be tased. Now we know the party squad is gonna keep him safe. Can't wait to see the look on his face when falls right down and pisses all over the place.
Nothing will faze him, so why don't we tase him? People will praise him
Because he's so amazing.
He's the lightning rider. Yes, the lightning rider. An electricity fighter. You can do it like Rob Schneider.
You can do it.
He's the lightning rider.
A great book provider.
Lightning rider.
Living a boyhood dream. Through his veins, electricity will stream.
Lightning rider. Hey, hey, hey. 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 Lightning rider. Hey, hey, hey.
Electricity fighter. You can do it.
Lightning rider.
Lightning Rider in honor of YouTube Trev saying that he's going to get tased. What say you, Rick? RCN texts in and says, I want to be tased now. Hashtag Lightning Rider.
You can do it.
Yeah, you
That
can
was a
do
good
it.
touch.
Well,
That's good.
see, Schneider rhymes with Rider, and then I thought I'll put in the clip of him saying, you can do it. And it would probably encourage you, right? So, yeah. Can you see a video where we've got
do it.
the police, the Edmonton police, sitting there ready to tase Trev, and that song's playing behind it? Like, I think that'd just be perfect. There's Trev just standing there with the police officers.
Just to walk in.
Is there a
slow-mo.
slow-mo walking?
Crack the knuckles.
It's good. That's your sound of the day right there, man.
When
We
is this
already done it.
happening?
They're still working on
You're
it.
still.
I would suggest right after he does the splits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know when.
Lock
but
it in.
I have to sign some papers, obviously.
Yeah, you're going to have to sign a few.
And then am I doing it? Would it be live? Would it be pre-recorded?
Well, if they would allow us to go live from over there, I'd say we set up. We have like a desk and everything. We're like, all right, now let's go over to Trev getting tased live.
yeah.
Yeah. And of course, we're going to have to jump over the hurdle of Reed Wilkins filing a complaint to HR for you getting tased.
Yeah. He's
yeah.
nuts.
We're going to have to try to get through that as well.
Is he putting up a fight?
Well, yeah. Apparently, Reed said he would go to HR. If
Yeah, he told me, he's like, Trev, like, you're not doing this, by the way. I'm like, I kind of want to do it. It's like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Gage can be the ruling.
Yeah, we'll get Gage to do something on it. Yeah. Blue text and it says, "This is unreal. How'd you get Billy Ray Cyrus to sing that for you?"
Well,
that's a good one. All right, 780-218-9999. Collingwood Rob is saying, "Get pepper sprayed instead, Trev."
No,
get pepper sprayed.
Way worse. That's like you feel that for a few hours. This is just 5 seconds of the most intense pain ever, maybe.
La Bamba guy texts in and says, "Can we tase Connor McDavid at the same time? Maybe give him a jolt to get back into the series."
That's a good text.
You're going to be okay there with Connor McDavid. Hey, this is my little hot take that I had on the game. I'm more concerned about Dickinson's injury than I am about Connor McDavid in general. What say you?
Yeah, I mean,
McDavid's going to be fine.
It's not that's why it's not a hot
I'm not worried about Connor McDavid.
No.
But I am worried about Jason Dickinson.
You should be.
They're going to need Jason
Game-1
Dickinson
hero.
if they're going to go on a deep run. I know it sounds crazy because it's just Jason Dickinson, but I think they're going to need Jason Dickinson. So I'm more concerned about Jason Dickinson looking awesome in game 1 and not being able to play game 2 than Connor McDavid throwing a bunch of pucks into sticks in the first couple of games.
It's a sensible take. Wouldn't necessarily consider it hot.
Well, what is a hot take now? We don't even know anymore.
It's a little inside, Dusty, I'd say. Having trouble understanding it.
Oh, well played, sir. Let's crack some packs, shall we?
If you see a card store on the side of the road, you think, gotta tweet it to the
Crack Pack! Crack Pack, yeah. I'm tracking down all the young guns today. Looking for the young guns today. Looking for the young guns today.
I got me a card, it's a heck of a pull, and we're tweeting it out to the Crack Pack. I got me a canvas, it's worth about 20, so hurry up and sell it to get more money.
The Crack Pack is a little old game where we can crack together. Crack Pack, baby.
A Crack Pack, baby.
Crack Pack, baby, crack.
Yes, it is Friday morning, 6:45, 6:50, 6:56, I guess. We're going to get moving along here. I was in at Wayne's yesterday, picked up some boxes. It's release week for, what is it again? Metal Universe. So I picked up a couple boxes of that. Crack Pack break. If you're a Crack Packer, going to be doing a break on Sunday over on Facebook. Just search Facebook Crack Pack card breaks if you want to join that. And Wayne said he just brought this stuff in, which is 1991 NFL football upper deck. I believe he said Brett Favre rookies in here.
Ooh, Favre.
And in honor of the NFL draft last night, I figured we cracked some 1991. Sorry, Trev. So yesterday I pull into Wayne's and there's this a gentleman who was older than me, we'll say, and he was loading some cards into his truck, and I walk by him. I say, "Hey, hello," and then I'm going to walk in the store. He goes, "Hey,
hello."
He goes, "Hey, Dusty." I said, "Yeah," and he's probably in his 60s, I would think. He says, I love your show. I listen every morning." So then I guess this is like a YouTube bias thing or ageism, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him, "Would you listen on 95.7 Cruise FM?" He goes, "No, I watch you guys on YouTube."
Oh.
And I was like, wow, look at this guy. Yeah. So Captain Kirk is his name. He actually got a couple of Win the Whole Effing Thing shirts.
Okay.
Yeah. So I met Captain Kirk yesterday in Nasty at Wayne's. It was nice.
Beam me up,
good.
hey?
Yeah. All right. Who do we got here, guys? Who do we got?
Ryan for you over here, Chris Spielman.
Oh, Spielman.
Yeah. I got a Michael Irvin, one of these face cards, like just a.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of those too. Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
There we go. Chicago Bears quarterback Jim Harbaugh. Who else do we got? Trev, you find that Brett Favre over there or what?
No.
Checklist. Ooh.
Andy Heck.
Dan Marino.
Okay.
There we go. That's a nice looking Dan Marino card.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Keith Willis.
It was all that Dan Marino's fault.
Dan Marino.
Alton Montgomery.
Laces out.
John L. Williams.
We did not find the Brett Favre rookie.
No real hits. I got a Mike Crowell star rookie.
I like my
Playing for
Harbaugh and my Marino. It's pretty good. Anyway, they got a ton of retro stuff in at Wayne's if you want to swing by and pick it up. Wayne Sports Cards, just north of West Edmonton Mall. They're right next to the Italian Center here on the West End. No Brett Favre, Trev?
Nah.
Favre.
That's all right. I'm sure Gager will give you one later anyway. All right, that's
After
going to do
give him my coffee or a coffee.
I'm surprised he hasn't brought you a coffee already this morning. He might be waiting downstairs. Who knows?
He might be.
He's a guy that pulled into the parking lot at like 5:30 this morning. We're looking out the window. Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? All right, 6 o'clock hour has been brought to you by eWell. They are your power play specialists. Hopefully they've shared some tips with the Oilers power play heading into Game 3 here. Order online anytime at ewell.ca, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. Kris Johnston is going to join us coming up next. What changes for Game 3, and is it too simple to just say, oh, it's just a matter of time until the Oilers power play gets going? Because that's kind of what you feel. That's what you hope. That's what you expect, I guess. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day still to come. That's good for the Italian Center around 7:30 as well. Thank you very much for listening. If you're over on 95.7 this morning, a couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update, and then boom, you're right back with us, so don't go anywhere. If you're listening online this morning, we do have a sports update coming your way right now, brought to you by Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton. If you're planning your next cruise or vacation destination, Chelsea's the one. 780-970-4834. You'll be in great hands. She knows exactly what she's doing. That's 780-970-4834. Here's the update.
Game day as the Oilers-Ducks series shifts to Anaheim tonight for Game 3, with the series tied at a game apiece. You can join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows live from Boston Pizza Clairview. Coverage begins at 6:30 tonight right here on EST. It's one of 3 games around the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. 5 o'clock, it'll be the Habs hosting the Lightning. That series knotted at 1. Also tied at 1, the Mammoth at home to the Golden Knights. Puck drop 7:30. Last night, Ottawa falling to Carolina 2-1. The Canes now lead that series 3-zip. Alex Tuck's second of the postseason would stand as the winner as the Sabres win on the road in Boston 3-1 over the Bruins to take a 2-1 series lead. And the Avalanche a win away from advancing. They double up the Kings 4-2 down in LA. On the hard court last night, Scotty Barnes had 33 points and 11 assists, leading the Raptors over the Cavs 126-104. Raps now trail that series 2-1. Game 4 will go Sunday back in Toronto, tip-off 11 a.m. Elsewhere, it was the Hawks over the Knicks 109-108, and the Timberwolves winning at home 113-96 over the Nuggets to take a 2-1 series lead. 3 games tonight. Philly at home to Boston. The Lakers look to go 3-up on the Rockets from Houston, and the Trailblazers at home to the Spurs. That series tied at 1. Jays are back home. They kick off a 6-game homestand with the Guardians tonight. First pitch 5:07. Max Scherzer scheduled to start. Las Vegas Raiders would take Heisman Trophy winning national champion Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza first overall last night. From Pittsburgh, the Chargers would select Canadian defensive end Akeem Mesidor, 22nd overall out of Miami. CFL Draft will go Tuesday at 5. The Edmonton Elks currently hold the 3rd overall selection. Sports update brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Join YouTube Trev for the best trip of his life, a weekend of Blue Jays baseball in Toronto, July 17th to 19th. Contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises Northeast Edmonton to get on the waiting list today. Call or text 780-970-4834.
You've been waiting. The top line's just a flying, 'cause man, yeah, they want one. You know they want to. Can you feel it? Can you feel it tonight? Can't go high glove, 'cause Stewie Skins is a guy. It's the moment, yeah, they're rolling tonight. Get your hands up, right to the cup, and yes, they lift the cup again. Got no doubt.
7:04 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. If you're looking for lunch plans today, why not pick up the 3-piece bone-in chicken for just $8 at all Popeyes locations. This text comes in to the Paris Jewelers inbox. One of these isn't going to win text of the day, that's for sure. But the QE2 is pure glass. There's a semi turned over right now. Yeah, traffic out there is going to be a bit of a mess this morning.
Not a good day for my wife to be going to Calgary, I guess.
Oh, geez. Can she
Maybe
do that virtually or what?
Yeah. Well.
That's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, well.
I'd probably not go if she can. What was up to Fort Mac? They were delayed.
Lance Kane has been in a traffic jam for like 10 hours.
10 hours on Highway 63.
Yeah.
My goodness, it's late April. What are we doing here? Mother Nature, you're killing us. All right, the Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by the crew over at Weiss Johnston this morning.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Extra love to Dennis at Weiss Johnston today as I'm texting back and forth with him right now after my hot water tank started leaking earlier this morning before I came into work. So, yeah, not ideal, but
the wheels are moving.
The wheels are in motion. Yeah. The wheels are in motion here to try to get this thing sorted out. We've got Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up around 7:25. That's a good for the Italian Center at 7:30 today. 7 o'clock hour is brought to you by GameSense. When you are gambling, please set a budget before you play. We don't want anybody to get in over their head. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. All right, Kris Johnston is going to join us. He is our GS Construction Hockey Insider. For more than 5 decades, GS has been proud to serve our communities. And once again, they're hiring now. GS is looking for experienced top men, pipe layers, and operators. Visit gsconstruction.ca. Click on careers to find out more. All right. Saw this guy scrum lurking behind McDavid after game 2. So are you down in Anaheim, CJ? Are you on the series or we're just out for a bit? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just doing the games in Edmonton. I'm back home in Toronto today, but just a little bit too long to be away for a whole series with everything going on in the home front, the little one, all that stuff. But was there for the first 2 games. It kind of felt to me, again, outside guy coming in, it felt like an extension of the Cup final. Great atmosphere in the building, some back and forth games. I realize there's things maybe to be worried about if you're an Oilers fan, but I thought it was a good start to the series.
Look, I got to get a dad question in before we dive into the series. Did you get some rest? Did you get some sleep when you were out here? Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday night was glorious in particular. I'm trying.
Go ahead. Keep going, CJ.
I was going to say, but I'm trying not to accentuate that part in the retelling at home here. I'm trying to emphasize how much work I did while I was gone for the last few days.
It was so busy. That's why people always, Dusty, when you're doing CFL and then work at EST, you must be exhausted. I said, no, I sleep better on the road than I do at home, getting up early with the kids on weekends and stuff. So it's one of the benefits, I guess, of getting out on the road and covering stuff. All right, so you said, it's funny you bring up like an extension of the Stanley Cup final from last year. From a vibe perspective, people are obviously excited. We pointed out to us yesterday that Connor McDavid in his last 6 playoff games has 2 points in his -9, and his play over the first couple of games has us all shocked, to be honest with you, especially game 2. What are you not seeing, or do you buy into he's trying to do too much? Like, what is going on with this guy right now?
Well, I don't. What is going on? It's a tough question to answer. I mean, it is strange to see him struggle like that. I will say, I will acknowledge, you're watching those games, game 1, it looked like he was getting frustrated, trying to force some plays. Obviously the entries, on the power play, things like that stood out as areas where, he just wasn't doing what you're accustomed to see him doing. The Ducks, just to some of their credit, I think have really done a nice job of him in the neutral zone and limited some of those dangerous rushes that he can produce. But at the same time, what do you have? 6-7 shots, I think, in the first 2 games. I'm still going to bet on the Oilers power play making an impact in this series, while saying that, knowing they haven't had a goal yet in the first 2 games. I mean, there's obvious areas where I just think he's going to start collecting points again. I was concerned naturally in the second period when he left for 5 or 6 minutes off the bench, just because that, did raise my eyebrows. But I'm just not inclined to go too far. And even I get linking it to last year, the end of the Cup final, but I mean, in the meantime, he had about 135 points or whatever he did in the regular season, scored a bunch at the Olympics. I don't think all of a sudden this guy can't produce in the playoffs should be a narrative just yet. But, that being said, he's never gone 3 straight playoff games in one season without a point. The time to break through is quite literally tonight. And I think if that doesn't happen for whatever reason, then we truly do have a story and something on our hands here, a trend I think worth diving deeper into.
And how would you weight this? I mean, I know you brought up the Ducks, but we said coming off game 1 going into game 2, well, there's no way that he's going to be held pointless again. And here we are today. So how much,
right.
I mean, I know you said credit to the Ducks, but how much of it is that we had Noodles on earlier in the week saying, he was looking at it more from a McDavid point of view, and obviously he's the best player, but how would you kind of weight the two between what McDavid has to do and what the Ducks have been doing, I guess?
Well, I'm going to give them, let's say, 30% of the credit. I just noticed a few times, like they definitely were sitting back and kind of more of a trap style at points when the game was at 5-on-5. It was something McDavid did mention after game 2, just the fact that they'd sort of switched up their style from what they'd seen in the regular season, which is all fine and good. Adjustments happen within a series, and I would think the Oilers have spent some time, between games here, in addition to traveling down to Anaheim, looking at ways to counter that, but I'm still going to put 70% onto him because, this is a guy that every single opponent he's faced for a decade or more has keyed on him, right? I mean, it's not like they're the first team that's ever tried to game plan, what do we do about this 97 guy who skates faster than everybody in the world? And so, he's always found a way to deliver. I still think that's going to happen. That's why I don't want to go too far in the other direction, but now the pressure starts to mount a little bit. This becomes a talking point. He's getting asked about it. Obviously, Knoblauch's been asked about it. Now it's got to, no better way to put it, sort of like put up or shut up time now. And I certainly think if tonight he's held off the score sheet, if he doesn't look good, I mean, this will be the first time we've ever seen this, and it's going to be quite a storyline.
Kris Johnston with us this morning. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider, joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. How much do you think it helps this team in this spot right now? And I know in Edmonton, we're probably making it sound a lot worse than it is. I mean, the series is tied at 1, but like it seems like they're always in this spot. It seems like early in a lot of series, you're like, oh, what's going on here? Like, that's got to be something that they can draw on and use it to get back on track, right?
For sure. Did I see the stat that they haven't been up 2-0 in a series since like 88 or something?
It was Brian Swain tweeted that out, and it was in the first round of the play. In the first round of the playoffs, the last time the Oilers were up 2-0 in the first round of the playoffs was 1988. Since then, they've been down 2-0 4 times and split at 1 times. So, I mean, that goes back across a couple of different generations, but even this group, like last year against LA, they'd given up 12 goals and they were down 2-0 after the first 2 games. Like it does, like if anybody's not going to get rattled, I would assume it's that Oilers core.
Right. And no one wants to remember game 3, but they could have lost game 3. It was almost an 0-3 hole in that series.
Yeah.
And I think the experience will still matter in this series. I know it was talked about a lot going into game 1, but the fact that Ducks have had 13 or 14 players make their playoff debut, and look, some of those guys like Leo Carlsson have done a really good job and don't look intimidated by the stage, and they're producing points, and they're you're seeing a bit of swagger even from them, which I think would be a positive on the Anaheim end. But they've also never gone through a series where it's going to get harder for them too, and where the Oilers are going to bring more of a push. And so I just think the experience level should shine through. And the numbers are the numbers. Like the Ducks did have a brutal penalty kill over 82 games. Yes, it's been okay for 2 games in this series, but I still would trend towards Edmonton making them hurt a little bit in that spot. I think you're going to have a monster McDavid game. I mean, probably some of the nice stories for the Oilers in this series. I mean, it's nice to see a guy like Szymanski score a big goal, right? Obviously, Dickinson and Kapanen in the first game. Getting those sort of contributions, I think, is a positive, because I'm going to just be full out here. And I expect McDavid and Draisaitl, and I think Draisaitl's played pretty good too, coming back from his injury. I mean, he hasn't had much time to get sort of his timing and everything back, but given those circumstances, I've seen some pretty good and encouraging signs from him. So, I still lean heavy at Edmonton on this series. And, it's up to the Ducks, I guess, to shock us all if they can kind of push back. But I don't think there'll be no one's rattled on the Edmonton side. I guarantee you that going into Game 3. I mean, they're comfortable playing in this environment, playing in this circumstances, and they know what's at stake.
Who's impressed you the most on the Ducks so far?
It's got to be Carlson. I mean, maybe Jackson Lacombe should be in there too. But
yeah, he's good.
Just because,
he's really good. I like him.
But I think Carlson, just because he's so young and, he is their top line center. He's never played anywhere near this level of hockey. And I thought he's stood up to it pretty well. I think he had 9 or 10 shots in Game 1. That's pretty heady stuff for someone in his place. And let's face it, he's kind of the hope of the franchise. I mean, I'm not sure he ever gets to even like a Draisaitl level. I think that would obviously be the very top end of what his ceiling could be. But, when they drafted him, they're hoping he can do for them what 29 and 97 have done for Edmonton in the last decade, because, he was the product of a rebuilding season. So, just given his competitiveness, how big he is, and he can produce points. I mean, if he keeps growing, he could be a real menace in the league. And I'd say for the first 2 games, he's probably the guy that jumped off most in the white and orange sweaters.
Bell Center will be rocking tonight. Is this just a case of, the Habs staying out of that game that Tampa's trying to goat them into?
It's tough to say. I mean, it's interesting to see Tampa pivot so hard into being kind of bullies or obviously they have felt the reason that the Panthers have dispatched them the last few years is that they didn't have enough of that, and they've tried to kind of adopt that mindset. But, dressing a guy like Scott Sabra in the playoffs is a choice. And, Tampa did it and full credit to them. They managed to win a game. He took a penalty that could have lost them that game late in the Game 2 that they had down in Tampa. But yeah, I think Montreal probably turning another cheek is part of it. But, Montreal also has Arbor Jackeye and Josh Anderson, which I think, both those players could more than handle themselves if there's going to be a fight or if it's just down to straight physical play. I mean, Anderson has had really, strong start to the series, getting on the forecheck, scored some goals, but I think more importantly has gotten in the Lightning's head. So, I see this as just probably the best series on the eastern side of the bracket. I think it's just 2 teams going at each other, 2 overtime games to open the series, not a lot to choose between them. The stakes are much higher for the Lightning. They see their window, if not closing, getting close to closing, and obviously Montreal's just starting what it hopes will be a long window of contention. So it's compelling all around. The theater of the Bell Center, I think, will be one of the kind of things to watch for tonight. It's just such a cool place to have a game. And, I think Tampa's not going to back down. And, I don't know that Montreal necessarily has to as well. But, you look at some of their guys like Caulfield hasn't really got going in the series yet. Clearly intimidation is part of what the Lightning are trying to do to take some of those more skilled guys out of the series.
And let's wrap with this. The Ottawa Senators last night in a near must-win situation, unable to capitalize, unable to get done, had one of the worst 5-on-3s in a critical moment that I think I've ever seen. But they've been hanging around, and they very likely or very well could have won Game 2, but they just not been able to find it in a big moment in this series, have they?
No, I mean, 3 goals through 3 games tells you the story there. And well, I think Freddie Anderson's been fine for Carolina. It's not as though it's a goaltending performance for the ages. It's, the Hurricanes are such a good team in terms of not giving up high danger looks. And so they don't give you a whole lot. I'm watching the end of that game last night, the last 5 minutes, Ottawa had 1 shot on goal, down by 1 in a game they have to win at home, and they can only get 1 shot in the last 5 minutes. I mean, that kind of tells you how the degree to which they've been frustrated, suffocated, all those types of things. So, they're in a really difficult spot now. I guess if there's any silver lining, they were down 3-0 to Toronto last year in round 1. They won the next 2 games and had a chance. They were leading in the third period of Game 6 before ultimately losing that night. But they do have some experience bouncing back. But ultimately, they got a tough draw. Carolina might be the best team in the East, and certainly they're a team with a lot more experience and know how to push you out of a game. And they're pushing the Sens right out of that series.
As always, man, we really appreciate the time. We'll do it again next Friday.
Right on, boys.
There you go. That is Kris Johnston joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline this morning. Still seeming very positive about the Edmonton Oilers. This is nice to see on the morning of Game 3.
Yeah, a little dose of reality coming from out east.
I
think a lot of people will love to.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. Well, a lot of people always go, the guy's out east.
Well, yeah. Like,
CJ gets it.
Yeah.
He's been watching this series. He knows what's up. Firehouse Subs hotline at Firehouse Subs. All their subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton, the greater area, makes it easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs, hot, hearty, and made to satisfy.
And just on the Senators front, too. I mean, they are getting goaltending. Like, it was a thing going into the series. We were like, well, if they're going to do something, they got to get... You can't hang it on the goaltending.
No, it's not even a conversation. Allmark has been by far the best Ottawa Senator in this series.
And you think going in, if somebody were to tell you that, you'd say, well, they're probably winning the series then.
Yeah.
If that's the case. Like,
my boy Timmy Stützle's got to find a way to get something going. Like the 5-on-3 that they had, if you were watching that Ottawa-Carolina game yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, I'm not going to say go back and watch it because it's a team out of market and it's just a power play, but their 5-on-3 power play that they had in that game, they were down by a goal. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. They couldn't get anything going. And then when they pulled the goalie, I'd also say they looked completely disjointed. Like they couldn't even really get set up. They had a good shift. I think with about 5 or 6 minutes left, Stützle was buzzing. It was an excellent shift. And when they didn't bury on that, I thought, this is going to be tough now.
Maybe they should look at playing shorthanded. If the opposite is
do the opposite. It was not good. It looked a little sloppy last night. Maybe it's just Carolina. I mean, Carolina doesn't give you any time.
Sure.
But frustrating, I think, is how you could describe it for the Ottawa Senators right now. Just unable to find a way to kind of bust through there against Carolina. And then the vibes in Montreal tonight are going to be incredible. Absolutely,
it's
incredible.
like going to that Buffalo series again. And you want to catch the whole pregame, all of that stuff. Like that's gonna be bumping, and the series that it is as well. Just on top of that, the fans they know what's kind of coming. These next 2 games are gonna be wild.
I am kind of torn on the stay out of the muck with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
What?
Like so far, I think Montreal's actually pushed back very well.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying I don't think you want that to define everything that's going on because they don't need to.
But I also, let's say they start to turn away from these scrums. The Tampa Bay Lightning are going to sit there and tell each other, "We got them on the run now, boys." Like they don't want to deal with us anymore. That's exact. John Cooper will be in the room telling them that. You see that? They're shying away from you guys. You've won that part of the battle. Now go finish this. Like to me. Especially with the way the bloody playoffs are called. If you watch this series so far, Kucherov could do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't get called for anything.
Look, sometimes it's ridiculous. Veterans get a rub of the green.
So that's the thing. So you can sit there and say, we're going to stay out of it. But then Tampa's just going to get away a bunch of stuff that so the reason you want to stay out of it is so that you can just get to the power plays. But if the officials aren't going to call the power plays that they should be calling anyway, you might as well just stay right in the thick of it.
I like to have Louis on the broadcast the other night. Well, some of these guys, it'd probably be icing, but, he's a vet, and sometimes you get those things. Just get a freebie, You've been in the...
I know. Bieksa was talking about it, too, on the one John Carlson icing.
That's the one.
He's like, they'll give the veteran guy. So the veteran guys can break the rules.
Yeah.
Unless you're Sidney Crosby, you get called for embellishment when you took a high stick to the bloody face. So, I mean, I wouldn't even say that the officiating has really probably pissed Oilers fans off yet. And I'm already fired up about
there's always room for...
Trev, what are you doing with that farce mid over there? My God, this guy. He's just really... You even said after hot takes,
Act like you've been
fun.
Here. Act like you've been here.
I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit on this hot takes controversy yesterday. After the show yesterday, Trev looked at me and said, the weird thing is I really hated my takes. He hated his own takes.
I was surprised.
And he won the mitt.
Do we still have the takes?
My takes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got them kicking around.
Wouldn't mind hearing them again.
His takes again?
Well, because when we're in the ring, right?
You never remember them.
No.
You must have your takes there somewhere.
Listen after the show. I lost them.
You lost them now.
Likely story.
Very convenient.
No.
Hey? You're like a murderer with the weapon. Where you did it, but I lost it now.
I don't remember.
You'll never be able to prove it. This guy's on. You're nuts.
Thank you.
All right. Keep the text coming in. 780-218-9999. Oilers fan vibe check. How are you feeling heading into Game 3 tonight?
Got him right where you want him.
I know after the loss of Game 2, you're like, oh my God, it's over. They're going to lose the series. It's tied at 1. And we're going to dive into one element and one aspect of the Oilers series so far that I'm going to throw under, that's a good for the Italian Center. We're going to go there just after
taking the high road.
7:30 today. But what say you? 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. We're 28 likes away from changing 200. So let's hammer the thumbs up and blow through that before 7:30 this morning. Let's get into your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Play Alberta is the title sponsor of everything we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk all day long. And if you are on 95.7 listening this morning, a quick little, well, maybe we'll save that for after 7:30 as well. I won't read that whole text, but the main bulk of the text is what we're talking about. We'll pass along to you 95.7 listeners. But Play Alberta, title sponsor of EST. I've got 2 plays already up today. 2 plays. One, it's called the early bird bet.
You're going to Houston, aren't you?
I am. I've got 2 different plays. I've got the Dusty's Lakers disrespect parlay. And then I've got the early bird bet of the day. The early bird bet of the day, I dumbed it down even more. Okay, you can call it, is that not an off the schneid? That's an off the schneid parlay, right?
Good number. Yeah.
It's a better number than I thought it would be. And it's a number that you wouldn't have gotten in Game 1.
It's a little low based on things have been going.
Here's what we've got for the early bird bet of the day. I haven't even looked at what the Oilers are just on the money line to win this. Are they a slight under? Oh, they're minus 133 favorite tonight on the road in Anaheim. You go to playalberta.ca or download the Play Alberta app, Casino Sports Lottery, all in one place. Click on EST Specials. You'll see the early bird bet of the day. Edmonton Oilers money line. Connor McDavid, 2+ points. Boosh point. That's it. That is it.
That's all.
Oilers money line. Connor 2 points. Bouchard point. Plus 370.
Now.
The other one I got to get to. Dusty's Lakers disrespect parlay. Thrown this one up. They lead this series 2-0.
Where's the disrespect coming in here? People like
where the line is at.
Okay.
Where the line is at right now. The Lakers, I get it. They're going to Houston. By the way, Kevin Durant, game time decision, questionable again, because he's afraid of the greatest of. He's got an ankle injury now.
Nothing down. Yeah.
Apparently, he missed Game 1 due to a knee. Now he's questionable with an ankle. You know who else is questionable tonight? Austin Reeves has been upgraded to questionable tonight. The Lakers, despite being up 2-0 in this series and essentially unlocking the key to defending the Rockets, which is double team KD and he throws it away, they're 9-point underdogs. They're 9-point dogs heading into this game. Now, the theory here, I guess, would be the Lakers are comfortable. They're up 2-0. Houston's going home. They should shoot the ball much better at home than they do on the road. So it's going to be a blowout, I guess. That's what they're saying. But you can get the Lakers right now at 9. If KD doesn't play today, that number's dropping to 5 at least. And if Austin Reeves plays, who knows where this number goes? So I see it at 9. I think it was 9.5 yesterday, and I got angry. I said, what are you talking about? How can they be a 9-point dog in a series that they lead 2-0 and have basically held the Rockets offense 2-0 so far in this game? So here's what I did. I put together a little Lakers disrespect parlay. Okay, so it's the Lakers plus 9.5 points. Mm-hmm. LeBron James over 7.5 assists. Okay. Just picking that defense apart all day long. And then Luke Kennard, who may have possibly been misused his entire career, over 1.5 3-points made. This guy in game 2 wasn't even looking at the hoop, and he was hitting 3-pointers. So, to me, that is the Lakers disrespect parlay. People are going to be stunned at Boston Pizza tonight, where if the Lakers lose, I leave in the first period of the Oilers game. See you later.
You got to make sure you get those TVs on, at least 3.
Well, there's got to be. Again, the Jason at BP is going to have to know. Like, you've got how many? First of all, he's got like the biggest TV ever in there.
Yeah.
So put the Oilers game on that.
Everybody can have that. And then
give me one of the side TVs. I don't care if it's by the VLTs or something.
At least 2.
Like, give me a Lakers game on the TV there somewhere. So you can get both of those plays on the EST Specials page. Lakers plus 9.5. LeBron over 7.5 assists. Luke Kennard over 1.5 3-pointers plus 172. Oilers money line. McDavid 2 points boost point. The McDavid 2 points boost point has to happen. Like, it's time. Figure it out. Plus 370 over at Play Alberta. All right. That's a good for the Italian Center is on the way. The one true bright spot of this series so far for the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to dive into that.
Is it a person or a thing?
I'm not telling you just yet, man. You're going to have to wait. That's what we call a tease in the industry. Now you're sitting on the edge of your seat.
I'm an impatient.
I'm a curious. All right, if you're listening on 95.7, couple minutes of commercials. Very important traffic update, obviously, with the weather out there today with Pauline Higgins. Then you're going to be back with us. If you're online today, if you're on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. We're very close to 14,500 subs. You know what else we also passed recently? 500,000 likes since we launched EST 2.5 years ago, which was kind of cool to see 500,000
Great
likes.
metric.
So give us yours today. We're 15 away from changing 200. We got a sports update with Lieutenant Eric on the way, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who walked to work today. Visit them at 983 First Street in Sherwood Park.
Oilers and Ducks Game 3 from Anaheim tonight. Join our very own Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows live from Boston Pizza Clearview. Coverage begins at 6:30 here on EST. Elsewhere tonight, Montreal hosts Tampa. That series tied at 1. Puck drop at 5. Later at 7:30, Utah Mammoth playing some playoff hockey at home. They'll host the Golden Knights. That series also tied at a game apiece. Last night, it was the Sabres going 2-1 up on the Bruins with a 3-1 victory. Carolina edging out Ottawa 2-1 to take a 3-0 series lead, and the Avalanche would double up the Kings 4-2. Colorado also up 3-0 in that opening round series. On the hard court, Scotty Barnes, 33 points, 11 assists, leading the Raptors over the Cavs, 126-104. Cleveland will take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4 Sunday back in Toronto, tip-off at 11. Elsewhere, the Hawks getting past the Knicks 109-108, and it was the Timberwolves with a home court win over the Nuggets 113-96 your final. 3 games tonight. Lakers in Houston looking to go 3-0 up on the Rockets. That gets underway at 6. At 5, it'll be Philly at home to Boston. And the nightcap at 8:30, the Trailblazers welcoming in the San Antonio Spurs. The Toronto Blue Jays are back home. They'll open up a 6-game homestand tonight when they take on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch 5:07, Max Scherzer, the scheduled starter. NFL draft from Pittsburgh saw the Las Vegas Raiders selecting Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza first overall. The Chargers, they would select Canadian defensive end Akeem Mesidor 22nd overall out of the U. CFL draft will go Tuesday at 5. The Edmonton Elks currently holding the 3rd overall selection. Sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who thought about walking to work today, but flew instead with the wind because it's so windy. He flew.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a figure skater. He wears like a white outfit and he does interpretive ice dances to my life's journey.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Electricity running through his veins. He's known it since he was a kid playing games. 50,000 volts, he won't feel a thing. Why stop there? Bring on the lightning.
Nothing will faze him, so why don't we tase him? People will praise him
because he's so amazing.
He's the lightning rider. Yes, the lightning rider. An electricity fighter. You can do it like Rob Schneider.
You can do it. You too, Trevor. He wants to be tased. And we know the party squad is gonna keep him safe. Can't wait to see the
It is the Nielson Show on a Friday morning. Braz is in and says, love the Lightning Rider song. Another banger. And I like this text. This is an excellent text. Comes in from Horse Eyes. He regularly gets himself in the mix for the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Horse Eyes says, coincidentally, Lightning Rider is also what Connor McDavid asked John Cooper to call him when he joins the Tampa Bay Lightning. Horse Eyes. The series is tied at 1. He's not leaving. He's staying forever. The Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by Weiss Johnson. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox, and one of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day. Portions of this hour also brought to you by Hammer Injury Law. Serious injuries, they need a hammer. Rick Mallon of Hammer Injury Law has over 35 years of injury law experience. Don't face your insurance company alone. Contact them today for a free consultation and to start your injury claim. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER.
Again.
1-855-98-HAMMER.
Again.
1-855-98-HAMMER. Serious injuries need a hammer. It is the morning of Game 3. It's the Ducks and the Oilers tonight. I'm sure some of you nasties were making the trip down. Oh, did you travel in round 1 from Edmonton? You think you travel in round 1? I know we had California Sam, who texted in yesterday, said he was going to the game, but how many Oilers fans?
Oh, yeah.
You know how people are hesitant to put up car flags now until round 2 or 3?
Mm-hmm.
Do you travel in round 1?
I think there'll probably be a lot of people down there already that maybe, work or former, like there will be.
Yeah.
I don't know so much about the traveling, but I'm sure a handful of people will be making the trek.
Let us know if you're listening and you're down there today. Best of luck if you're going to be going to the...
Guarantee you there'll be a lot of orange in the stands. Either way.
There will be one way or the other.
Because they both... Yeah.
I'm expecting some idiot from Anaheim to throw a bunch of oil on the ice tonight.
Yeah, well, this is kind of the... like Dawn Dish Soap should have sponsored this series because, like Ducks and Oil.
Ducks and Oil. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I worked in Fort Mac for 2 years.
And
there was a few incidents while I was up there with the Ducks and the Oil, so I know exactly what you're talking about. By the way, quickly, of the guy who threw the chicken or whatever it was on the ice, I saw a picture of it yesterday. Somebody had a picture of the guy, and he had he brought in like a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
Do you know who the guy was that held him and was standing right next to him in that picture? So I look at the picture of the guy, because remember somebody said another fan held him until security came and got him and moved him out. So I'm looking at the picture. That's the picture of it. There's a guy standing right next to him there.
Yes.
That is CFL official Rob Skaggs. He's been in on the hangout.
From Mobile One.
From Mobile One. I looked at it. So I texted to Skaggs yesterday.
He's wearing an NHL jersey?
He's wearing an NHL retro all-star jersey.
Love it.
And he's just staring this guy down like you are an a-hole. So I just texted him the picture. That was it. I didn't say anything else. Skaggs texted me back. And he's with Mobile One. They sponsor our NFL Insider and stuff. And he's a longtime CFL official. I see him on the road all the time. He lives here in town. He goes, I grabbed him and held him until security got there. He threw it right beside my seat. You can't fix stupid. And the Oilers lost their mojo after that.
Yep. Should have been nachos.
I want to do a special 7 o'clock hour conch for Skaggs. Stepping in, holding his idiot down. Anyway, some of you probably know Skaggs. Fire him a text today and let him know that he's
going to throw something on the ice.
A lower bowl hero.
CFL official next to you is probably not the best. You got to know your company, right?
He throws it and you hear a whistle. I'm assuming Skaggs takes a whistle with him everywhere.
He throws a flag on the ice afterwards.
It's just so funny looking at the photo of the guy and knowing the person who's next to you throws a flag.
The chicken goes and then a flag goes on the ice.
All right. You can text us anytime. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Thank you very much for watching the show over on YouTube. We've changed 200, Trev, so give it to us. Let's go.
Changing 200.
All right, let's keep hammering that thumbs up. Let's blow through 300 here. Edmonton Oilers trying to get home ice advantage back in this series. I will be stunned if they're not coming home at least tied at 2. Like, they're going to get one of these 2 games down in Anaheim. Anaheim's not that good a hockey team. And yes, they're tied at 1 with the Oilers. I get it. I'll very much say that the Oilers haven't been that good a hockey team through 2 games either. But we'll get to it with that's good. Actually, let's get into it right now, Trev. That's a good for the Italian Center. May we suggest popping by the Italian Center today and getting some to watch the game tonight? If you're going to be sitting at home tonight,
yeah,
I would. There's a lot of different things you can get, but the fact that those pizzas are ready in about 10 to 12 minutes and how delicious they actually are.
Yeah.
pop by Italian Center today. Any of the locations.
Weekend's
We're
going
big
to be
West End
crummy.
guys.
Stock up for the
Stock
weekend.
up.
Just stock up. Sandwiches,
all of it.
pizzas, a little pasta, maybe. Why not? Just stock it up.
I'm a huge fan of the Italian Center chocolate dip donuts. I'm telling you, if you're a chocolate dip donut person, you got to hit up the chocolate dip at the Italian Center.
Tiramisu, if you will. I know Tommy's in the chat here. He'll love this talk. Eh?
He'll love the
tiramisu.
Is it tiramisu?
Tiramisu.
I've always called it tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
It's tiramisu, I guess. Anyway, you can get it all at the Italian Center, which is very nice. I'll get to this text from Balaneski says, Dusty, can we get a hot water tank update?
Yes.
Yeah, if you are just joining us, I woke up this morning and my hot water tank was very much leaking water out of the bottom of it. So I shut it off.
You shut it
so
all
it would
off.
stop leaking. Told my wife that she wasn't going to have hot water. Turns out I turned off the main water line so she had no water. Then she turned it back on and texted me. She goes, I turned the water back on. It's leaking everywhere. I said, well, I get that. I mean, it's going to be leaking. That's why I turned it off.
Yeah.
So she said she's turned it back off now.
Okay.
Dennis from Weiss Johnson is on the case.
Yeah.
He's on the case. I've sent him like pictures of my hot water tank, the model number and stuff. So hopefully we'll get this taken care of today. But we've owned it. We've lived in this house for 8 years. No, 9 years now. And we've never got the hot water tank replaced. And I think the house was like probably 5 to 7 years old when we got it. So probably time for a new hot water tank, I'm thinking. But maybe it's just like a little valve at the bottom that cracked or something.
I like my house because it's from like the 60s. And I got some guys to look at the furnace. They're like, man, that's old. But it's a beaut. Like the older stuff usually lasts for like 100 years. Where it's like, you know, anything. You buy new stuff now and it's kind of like, whatever. But you like to ride with those old models.
Just
those old
milk
but
it
now
as
I'm
long as you
thinking
can.
you're telling me this, and I'm thinking you need to get proactive here. Like I don't want a situation such as
that's
I kind of want to fix everything now, even though it's not broke.
Get it on like a 3-year rotation, new hot water tank. They never have to worry.
Regardless, yeah.
Never have to worry. But if you're a really rich person, you could probably
Weiss Johnson
pull that off.
Help us out.
This text comes in, first time they've ever texted in, probably listen on 95.7. Says it wasn't a chicken, it was a donair.
No, it
was. There's pictures of it. I see a carcass. They're like, you can see the bones of the chicken.
Unless it's AI.
Interesting. Never thought about
Can't
that.
trust you. So where'd you see it online? I don't know.
Can't trust anything.
I wasn't there.
For all we know, nothing even happened to the ring. The whole thing's AI.
It's all
Trev, it was a chicken.
Oh, that's driving me crazy. I know donairs more than anyone in this city, okay? And I know a donair when I see one. That was a chicken. That was rotisserie chicken. I don't know where this
You
donair
could see like the hip bones.
Like, oh, yes. I don't know. There's nothing that looks like a donair. I don't get it. No sweet sauce, no lettuce. There's no green. There's no tomatoes. There's nothing. It was chicken.
Sound like a donair to you?
That's what Colin the Amishman says. You haven't had a donair with bones in it? Snobs.
Unbelievable.
All right. Let's continue with. Look at this. See, this is good. Lacombe Drew says, my son was upset the morning after the Game 2 loss when my wife said to him, that just means there's a gentleman's sweep coming, my good man, in her best Bridgerton accent. That's a good. Well, that just means there's a gentleman's sweep coming, good man. That's good. People want, the nation needs it. Trev, you need it. Trev watched back our first gentleman's sweep show, which got 1,700 likes?
1,700 likes on the
Insane.
dot. Yeah, I didn't realize that, but you heard me cackling, eh?
Yeah, I heard you laughing yesterday.
Yeah, some of the biggest laughs I've had in this studio.
And you were nervous about doing another gentleman's sweep
because
show.
we just crushed it so much.
I know it'd be fine if it happens again.
And that was a.
Can you imagine the pressure on the Oilers if they come home up 3-1? And I wouldn't want that heat.
That was a scalding hot takes day as well.
We did scalding hot takes on the gentleman sweep show.
Yeah.
Did Gager ruin it or?
Weirdly enough, I won it.
Oh, you won it that day too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was actually so funny.
Your takes?
All of our takes.
The whole show. Okay, yeah. Were they all gentlemanly takes? Must have been.
Yeah.
That makes
if you
sense.
want, I can grab it. It's like
No,
2 minutes.
that's okay. No, I think we're probably done with the hot takes, eh? All right. Where's the one from BB? I wanted to get into it a little bit here because the one area I want to look at from an Oilers perspective in this series, as far as that's good goes, and I think you have to be you got to be pretty positive about it. And I think it could end up going a long way. But they're getting contributions from their depth guys, which we have just not said near enough over the last 2 runs that almost ended in Stanley Cups. Right? Kapanen, 2 goals. Szymanski with a goal. Dickinson with 2 goals. Connor Murphy, for goodness sakes, has a goal. To me...
And Draisaitl still leads in points.
And what's he got? 3?
I know it's small sample size.
Got 3?
4
points. 4 points.
Goal, 3 assists.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's the one guy. But the fact that you're 2 games into this series and you're already kind of really liking what you're getting from all those other guys comes back around to you hope Dickinson is healthy. What they say, he was 50-50 to go in game 2, so it's probably going to be a game-time decision, essentially the entire playoffs with this guy. But I think what we've seen so far from the support staff through 2 games could really go a long way for this group, because you know that if anything in the whole league is going to get figured out, it's the Oilers' power play. Like, there is no way, and you can come at me if they lose this series, but there is no way the Oilers are going to lose a series and we're going to sit here after and go, well, you know what the biggest issue was in this series that they just lost in the first round to Anaheim? McDavid and the power play. Those are the 2 most trustworthy things in the league over the last 5 years. Like, the 2 things that you can expect to consistently produce in the National Hockey League, the 2 most effective things are Connor McDavid and the Oilers' power play. Have they been good through the first 2 games of this series? No, they haven't. If they were better, could they be up 2-0? Yes, they probably could. But you can't possibly sit here as an Oilers fan and worry and doubt that the power play is not going to figure it out. Like, come on. So the fact that they're getting all this other contribution is actually really, that's a good for the Italian center.
Now do the penalty kill.
Can I make a case for the penalty kill as well?
Please. Because I think this whole conversation we need is special teams.
After the trade deadline, they were a top 10 penalty kill in the National Hockey League. Now, am I as confident that the penalty kill will figure it out?
Compared to the power?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Once again, the power plays the best in the league. I would say, you have to look it up, but it's probably the best 5-year stretch for any power play in the history of the sport. That thing's going to figure itself out. And when it does, it's probably lights out for the Ducks. The penalty kill, I mean, is it going to be this bad? What's it, 40% so far?
40%.
It's going to get better than that. But I think the fact that we've got a look at this supporting staff stepping up, and even in big moments, like, it's not like the supporting staff was milking some points in the 3rd period of a 6-0 win.
Throwaway numbers, yeah.
Dickinson and Kapanen were as clutch as they come in game 1, and Szymanski tied the game in the 3rd period of game 3. So if McDavid and the power play can just be what they usually are, the Oilers could be sitting pretty. Trev, am I painting too much of a positive picture going into game 3
I'm loving
tonight?
what you're saying, Dusty. I'm loving it.
Let's go.
Yes. If they do, however, do not get the power play going tonight and McDavid strikes out again, then I'd maybe be like, oh gosh, maybe they're getting in their heads and you could start worrying a little bit more. But
after tonight,
I'll
say that even after tonight, down 2-1.
Yeah.
I'll still say the same thing about the power play.
Yeah. And that's fair. And you bring up, like, I was looking at their grade A scoring chances. They're right up there for teams in the playoffs. So those are going to start going in. McDavid will start, chipping in on some goals of his own as well. The first line as a whole as well. And going into the playoffs, the Ducks power play was, I believe he was chipping at 50%. It was like 12 for 24, the stat I read, coming into the playoffs. So they were falling. So all signs are pointing towards the Oilers to find success eventually. And here's hoping that's tonight. But when that does happen, it would be awesome if the Connor Murphys of the world, if Jake Wallman continues to keep playing like he's playing, Matt Savoy, Szymanski, Roslovic, those guys can also continue to find success. And so, yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. There's a lot more positives than negatives, and they're tied right now. We're saying, this and this and that. Well, they're still tied. They've been able to find success. And for everyone else saying the Ducks, they could be up 2-0. Yeah, so the Oilers could be up 2-0 as well.
Nasties, what say you? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. A couple other things for that's good today. And we'll continue with this conversation, but a couple of other things I quickly want to mention. We will have Riverhawks games on the station again. That's good. We love the Riverhawks. Who doesn't love going to those baseball games? Mm-hmm. So we're going to have Riverhawks play-by-play. That was we just got that thing done. So we're going to have Riverhawks play-by-play again. And they've given us a bunch of tickets to give away, too.
Are you kidding me?
That's exciting, right? So we're going to have a bunch of Riverhawks tickets. Royal Pizza has actually teamed up with the Riverhawks as well, and Royal Pizza has given us a bunch of Riverhawks tickets to give away as well. So if you want to get to see some Riverhawks games this year or listen to them, we got you covered right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. So that's a good as well. And then I wanted to get to this one, and this is if you're listening on 95.7 this morning. I know it's very convenient. The show, the Nielson show, is on the radio, and then we mentioned it a number of times. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta continues all day long over on the TuneIn and iHeartRadio apps. And this person texted in during EST afternoons yesterday and basically said, I've listened to all the other options in Edmonton, and this is best Edmonton Sports Radio, hands down. Hands down, this is the best. I'm going to keep listening to it after 95.7. I will listen to it online all day. Hats off to you, boys. I've really enjoyed this. So that's a guy who was only listening on 95.7. Which we understand, super easy, put it on, boom, done. But then he decided to take that next step, to download the free iHeartRadio app, to download the free TuneIn Radio app, to pop on over to YouTube, however you want to consume it. You can also just listen to an audio player, easy peasy, at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. So he decided to take that step and listen to the rest of the shows that we got here all day long in the station. And what did he say here? I will listen to it online all day. Hats off to you, boys. I really enjoy this. That's what I'm talking. Hat off to you. Hat off to you, my man. Thank you very much for doing that. So we've got you covered all day long, literally up until puck drop tonight. We don't stop at Edmonton Sports Talk. We got the Hangout from 9 to 11, the Lock Shop and the Oil Stream live from Boston Pizza Clairview from 11 until 1 today. If you pop on by today for lunch, I'll buy you a beer. You can check out that playoff menu. Or take a beer off your tab, but one way or the other, you'll get a free drink from me. You're going to come down and have a drink at lunch. I'll pay for it. EST afternoons back here in the studio from 1 until 3. The Reed Wilkins Show goes from 3 until 6:30. Then back to Tommy Gazzola, who's also going to be at Clairview BP's tonight for a little bit of a watch party for the road game. So you can make plans to come on down and join us there. Should be a fun night. They'll be going from 6:30 until 8, right up to puck drop, and then post game to follow. Depending on how my evening goes, I may or may not make an appearance on the post game show this evening. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Like Joel Embiid, you've been elevated to doubtful for tonight.
I think it's fair enough that I would be elevated to doubtful for the post game show.
Naughty Possum texts in Paris Jewelers inbox. I'm driving in from Grand Prairie today. You boys got me thinking about this Italian center. First stop we're going to hit when I get there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can't wait to try it for the first time.
No, you lucky duck.
So you enjoy that.
I still remember my first time.
Do you?
Yeah.
At Italian Center?
Well, the first time I tried.
Italian Center, yeah.
Well, we had a EST staff meeting.
And it was the Panino.
And we had Orangina as well.
Oh, yeah, the drink.
Orangina.
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 Is it? You messing with me?
Tiramisu.
Yeah. And
Orangina.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, Trev.
So good.
Naughty Possum is asking, am I going to get the meat sweats? Well, it depends on what you get, but if you're going to grab the...
I think meat sweats come from like highly like... That's you're talking like... This is like legit stuff. Like, this isn't going to the supermarket and getting deli meats or going to, like, some fast food joint, and get,
No, this is a high end. This is a high end.
No.
High end
leave
spot.
you feeling good.
You're going to love it. Would you suggest to him, because you're going to have to try Panino for sure, would you suggest the regular one, Rick, or would you start it with the mild? Are you going mild or are you going high?
It's not even like it's mild or spicy like that. They use different meats in each of them. So they are two like kind of different sandwiches in a sense. They're both equally good. I don't mind the mild. I like the spicy as well. It's not overly spicy if you can't handle the heat. But they are different sandwiches. Different meat is involved in there. So I would just suggest you might as well get both.
You could try both.
You might as well. Yeah.
Like for my kids, my kids don't eat a lot of spicy food. And they're like, oh, it's kind of spicy for the hot one. I like the hot one.
No, it's fine.
The hot one is actually perfect for me because I'm not a big hot guy.
Yeah.
But it's perfect for me.
Yeah.
I like it.
And if you want to spice it up a little bit more, what I do is I put some sriracha on that bad boy.
What?
Oh, yeah.
On the spicy?
Oh, yeah. Just covered in sriracha.
Oh, you're nuts.
So good.
Vance Van Vandersvan says, first time I tried an Italian center panini, I wondered what Roman god came down from the heavens to give the people this miracle edible tube.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I like the way that one's laid out. Ricky Cheese texts in. What a handle.
Nice to see you, Ricky Cheese.
What's up, Ricky Cheese?
Good to see you.
Thanks for the text. The only difference between mild and spicy is the mild one uses mild Genoa salami. The spicy used spicy Genoa salami.
Yeah, it's
everything else is identical.
Yeah, it's different though.
Man, so that spicy Genoa salami really carries a kick.
Yeah, it's a kick. Yeah.
Very kick. Very, very much a kick. All right. Keep those text messages rolling in here at 780-218-9999. And be like that guy yesterday. Check out what we're doing the rest of the day on iHeart and TuneIn. It's very simple to download those apps. You search Edmonton Sports Talk once, and then boom, it just pops up every single time. And you can listen to the entire day as we continue to work our way up until game day today. I was just looking. So this is a Friday show. They will play tonight. We don't have a show on Saturday, obviously. And then they will play Sunday night, 7:30, a little bit earlier, so we'll be a little bit more well-rested.
Love it.
I think either way, we're at least pulling another strip off of peel-off, playoff Wayne Gretzky. Right? Could possibly be taking 2 off, which means gentleman's sweep is still intact. But there's a really good chance we'll at least be taking 1 more piece off of our Wayne Gretzky playoff peel-off. Who right now I put the first piece that we took off there. We can rebuild him.
Sure.
On the wall.
In the aggregate.
In the aggregate. The what? That's what we're going to do. So that's going to be fun as well. All right, Nasty Chat. Keep her going over there. And look at Spency 5 cents. He says, I'd like to add some mustard to my paninos for a little bit of extra zip. You're sick. You're sick.
Yeah, you put some arugula in there.
Mustard's gross. 64 likes away from changing 300 here on a Friday morning show. So hammer the thumbs up on YouTube and help us get to 14,500 subs. We got to be very close to that number. I know there's a bunch of you watching right now who've not yet subbed to. We are 3 subs away from 14,500. We're asking politely.
A little disrespectful, actually.
Give us a sub. Yeah, at 97? This is ridiculous. You can't stop at 98. That's not allowed.
Well, that's not allowed.
And you can't stop at 99. So we better change 14.5 right away here. If you've not yet subbed to the channel, please do. We think you'll like some of the stuff that we're churning out here every single day. All right, what do we got? 27 in a row?
Sounds about right.
27 in a row for kind of easy trivia. We're going to get into that. Fun third hour's locked up. 7 o'clock hours and brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. All right, who wants to play? Take us to 28. Take us to 28-0 here. We're rolling right now. It's kind of easy trivia. Gift certificate up for grabs. Mr. Mike, people love these Mr. Mike's gift certificates.
Well, Feast Mode's been activated.
We ran out of them. Had to go pick up another fat stack from Mr. Mike's up on 137th.
Did you get him? Because we had 1 left.
I think Maddie, I was going to go yesterday, and Maddie said he had to do some stuff, so he was going to grab them. Okay. So we got him. We're reloaded.
We're cool.
If you want to play kind of easy trivia right now, text something nice to Trev at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Okay, 780-218-9999 is where you can get in if you want to play kind of easy trivia. We got 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda. We've got your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue breakfast at 8:30 today to set up Game 3 between the Oilers and the Ducks. Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week around 8:45 today. Cowboy Trail out of Bragg Creek. Jason and Chloe are going to join us. They've driven up to join us today, so they're going to pop in the studio here with us. And then the wrap for William Huff still to come. So a fun third hour is on the way. If you were listening on 95.7 this morning, you're going to get a couple minutes of traffic or a couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update with Pauline Higgins. Then you're back with us. If you are online with us today, sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood.
Windsor, the experts you need to know.
Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Oilers and Ducks tonight from Anaheim with that series tied at 1. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows live from Boston Pizza Clairview. Coverage beginning at 6:30 here on EST. It's one of 3 games around the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. At 5 o'clock, Montreal hosts Tampa, and the Mammoth at home to the Golden Knights. That gets underway at 7:30. Last night, Alex Tuch's second of the postseason would stand as the winner as the Sabres get past the Bruins 3-1 to take a 2-1 series lead. Ottawa falling at home 2-1 to the Canes. Carolina now up 3-0 in that series. And the Avalanche take a stranglehold on their series of the Kings. 4-2 your final. Colorado up 3-0. Scotty Barnes had 33 points and 11 assists as the Raptors defeating the Cavaliers 126-104. Cleveland lead that series 2-1. Game 4 Sunday back in Toronto. Tip-off at 11. Elsewhere, the Hawks over the Knicks 109-108. And the Timberwolves win at home 113-96 over the Nuggets. 3 games around the NBA postseason tonight. Philly are at home to Boston. The Lakers are in Houston. And the Trailblazers host the Spurs. Toronto Blue Jays are back home. They open a 6-game homestand with a 3-game set against the Guardians. First pitch 5:07. Max Scherzer scheduled to start. NFL draft from Pittsburgh last night saw the Raiders, no surprise, taking Heisman Trophy winning national champion quarterback Fernando Mendoza, first overall out of Indiana. The Chargers would select Canadian defensive end Akeem Mesidor, 22nd overall out of the U. CFL draft will go on Tuesday, 5 o'clock. The Edmonton Elks currently holding the 3rd overall selection. Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
I am a Zakai man with the Leafs I used to ride, with Austin Matthews by my side. I scored a couple and I had a little fun. Signed with the Oilers in July of 21. The Leafs let me walk because they thought I had no soul. Now I'm over 50 goals. I am the dangler from way across the other side, where Beamers and Audis are supplied. 3rd overall in the draft 2014. Got a one-timer like the game has never seen. Bottom of the circle is the place where I get set. It's going in the net. I'm Nugent Hopkins. I was born in 93. All the way from Burnaby. Played some junior for Red Deer and had a ball. Signed with the Oilers when I went 1st overall. My two-way game, they said, is totally complete. The best in the league. The best in the league. The league. The league. The league. I'm Connor McDavid. I'm sure you've all seen my work. I'm not from this planet Earth. I'm deadly serious when I'm telling you what's up. My soul, it will not rest until we hoist the cup. Do what it takes through all the struggle and the pain, till just the oil remains. And we're gonna win again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
8:05 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. The AM Nasty now on the FM dial. Nielson Show songs like that one. Brought to you by Sport Ball. Spring is a perfect time for kids to get active, try new sports, and build confidence. Multi-sport programs introduce soccer, baseball, basketball, football, and more. Focus on fun first. No pressure. Just play and learning. Visit sportball.com. Use the code EST15 for 15% off select classes. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages will take home the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza.
It's the text of the day. So keep those texts flying in. There's been some good ones today. We'll sort through a few of our favorites a little bit later on today, but why not pre-order some pizza to be delivered tonight? Order online today at royalpizza.ca or visit any one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. Available for a limited time only. The Spicy Vegetarian. Of course, the Nielsen Show today, more so than any other. Brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
You know, if you wake up in the morning one day and there's water leaking out of the bottom of your hot water tank, Weiss Johnson will have you covered. And I'm working with Dennis right now via text to have that exact issue taken care of at my home this morning. Yeah. Tam has turned the water on twice since I shut it off this morning.
It's greedy.
No, I was like, come on, stop turning the water on. It's
a couple hours.
Obviously leaking a bit out of the hot water tank.
Relax.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get that issue taken care of today. Weiss Johnson, they're always there for you. That's why they are the best in the biz. Visit weiss-johnson.com, book an estimate today. Or I'm going to give out Dennis's personal cell phone number today. And you can just text him, and he'll look after it as well.
Yeah, he'll appreciate that. Straight to the source.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
don't need no middleman.
Yeah. El Presidente says, is Dusty going somewhere for a nap today? Well, because we're at Clairview BP's from 11 until 1. Godfather did offer up the nap at his place today.
Yes.
But now with this hot water tank issue, I'm going to have to go home. There's probably no nap at all.
Well,
I had to be bagged when I get to BP's Clairview tonight, and it'll be tough.
At least you'll have the Lakers game on.
They better have the Lakers game on. I'm bringing my iPad just in case they don't have the Lakers game on because I want to watch the Lakers.
Prepared, yeah.
So I think that's good. All right, if you have a question for 3 questions too many, we need one more. We got a couple Oilers questions. We'll get to a few more. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast coming up as well. 8 o'clock hour brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. Mention EST and you get 5% off anything new or used in store. And of course, separately, they've got their monthly online auctions at www.gdliquidators.com. Canadian owned and operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787. Visit them at 14510 124th Ave. Looking forward to beer of the week today after this hot water tank debacle this morning.
Yeah, you can use a drink.
Gotta get a drink in me, I think. Probably the smartest thing to do. All right, kind of easy trivia. We've hit 27 in a row. Trying to make it 28. We can't blow it on a Friday. Hopefully the person that texted in. Well, I think we should be good. I'm just looking at the questions. I mean, as long as you follow sports a little bit here, you're probably going to be okay. Kind of easy trivia is brought to you by Mr. Mike's Feast Mode. Feast Mode has been activated. For $39.99, you'll choose between the Emperor's Caesar salad or the rustic onion soup. Then add a 6-ounce sirloin with lobster butter or the grilled chicken surf combo. Feast Mode activated. Mr. Mike's. Trev, who's playing today, buddy?
This is Neil, and he's going to have some fun.
Oh. Yeah, I get it. You're doing the song.
Song stuck in my head.
The song that we did.
I
Well,
love
it's a
that
very
song.
catchy tune. I heard you singing it at the top of your lungs.
I was.
Yeah, it's a good scene. It's an easy one to sing, too.
And he's going to have fun.
All right, well, let's go to Neil. Neil, you ready to play today, buddy? All right, here we go, man. Trev's going to start the ticker after read the first question. Good luck. Let's get to 28 in a row.
Doob.
How many wins do the Senators have in these playoffs?
0.
Which Kachuk brother plays for Ottawa?
Brady.
Which city do the Habs call home?
Montreal.
In which state do the Oilers play tonight?
Anaheim, but I would say California.
What sport does Luke Kennard play?
Ooh, basketball.
Boom. Got it. He knows what's up. Hashtag Association City.
No! Oh my God. Damn it, Shake, stop it!
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment. Totally. People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV. That's stupid. It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked?
I'm stoked.
Just so stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Friday morning Clubby Loop 28 in a row is what we have hit, which is great. Congratulations to Neil for not sucking the big one. Colton texts in and says, Dusty, have you considered just getting rid of the hot water tank and just using a space heater to warm buckets of water? It's not a bad idea. That's how they used to do it back in the day.
Sure.
Right, so I guess I could probably do that.
Get Marshall down there just breathing really hard.
Sorry, Tam, we can't have any hot showers until it warms up outside and we can warm up the water out back. Some people are suggesting this whole tankless hot water tank. It can't be a tank if it's tankless. It's got to be called something else.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Right?
Doesn't
It can't be.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a tankless hot water tank.
Have you looked into this expansion pack that guys were suggesting earlier, whatever it was?
I just got confirmation from Jason. Says no sound for the basketball, but we'll find a TV for me.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking
you're
about.
Meeting in the middle here.
That's all right. I'm going to call the game myself. I bring a little speaker set up to me. Anybody wants to listen to the Lakers game, you're coming over here. I'm going to call it for you.
Or just yell it really loud.
That's good to know then. How does a tankless hot water system work? How's that work?
I don't know.
How do you heat it up? Like it just heats up super fast? Multiple space heaters? Kind of curious about that now. Obviously, it would take up less space. I could do other stuff in my furnace room. Yeah, we could have a third kid.
Sure.
All right, let's get into 3 questions too many today. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who did away with his hot water tank years ago. Park Mazda, your dealer for life.
He's ahead of it, eh?
Who needs it? Cold showers.
God, he's smart.
You know, if you need hot water, he's got a little kettle there.
Is smart. Question number 1. Do you guys think the Oilers are going to need Dickinson back to win this series?
They won't need him, but boy, it'd sure make things a lot easier if they did.
Yeah, if we were to say they need him to win the series, that would mean we don't think they can win without him.
No.
And nothing against Dickinson. He was awesome in game 1.
Godfather's here.
Oh, he's here. Jeez, I've seen Godfather 3 times today.
Yeah, he's coming to play.
Leave the door unlocked too, Trev, because the beer of the week people will be coming in too. Godfather should not be here. He should be at my place fixing my hot water tank.
Yeah, needs a strong word, but certainly would.
Dickinson was awesome in game 1. Mm-hmm. Their best forward in game 1. I thought he was a little bit better than Kapanen. They were both great. But this Oilers team should be able to beat the Ducks even if Dickinson can't play another game in the series. So, no, I don't think the Oilers need Dickinson to win this series. Question number 2. If Ingram plays tonight like he did in game 2, are you guys willing to have a Tristan Jarry conversation?
No.
I'm curious what this guy here said. Trev says, Trev, if Ingram plays tonight like he did in game 2, are you willing to have a Tristan Jarry conversation for game 4?
No. Hell nah.
Yeah. Okay. This is a unanimous hell no.
Are we
then.
ever willing to have a Tristan Jarry conversation?
Like, he's not the reason they lost. He wasn't as bad. I know some people are saying, "Oh, he was just atrocious." I don't know. He
wasn't in game 2. He was not atrocious in game 2. Okay. Sometimes shots from the point that are screened sneak through.
Yeah.
Okay. Like He wasn't atrocious in game 2. I'm sorry. You can send us the numbers on the expected goals and everything. I'm sorry. He wasn't atrocious. Was he as good in game 2 as he was in game 1? No, definitely not. But was he the reason they lost game 2? Please.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, and the question is a Jari conversation.
So, no, but
it's not. We're not even talking about Ingram at this point. We're talking like what has to happen to initiate a Jari conversation?
Well, nothing. It's not possible.
No, exactly.
Think about this for a second. So let's say Ingram doesn't play well tonight. They lose. So you're going to go to Tristan Jari?
No.
To avoid going down 3-1?
Yeah.
No.
Like that's what they're going to do? No chance. No chance. And nothing against Picker because we know Pick's been in these spots before. I get it.
But
I'm not doing that either. Ingram is the guy.
it'd be much closer to having a Picker conversation, though. I mean, if you're going to have a conversation about anybody.
Picker wouldn't have played an NHL game in months.
Yeah, I know.
And I'd throw him into this spot.
I would still be comfortable more so having a Pickard conversation.
I don't think Ingram's going to even make this a conversation anyway. I think he's going to be just fine tonight.
Dex says, depends. What's the conversation? Buyout? Trade destination? Sure.
780-218-9999 if you do want to chime in on that one. We had a lot of good text messages flying in. This one from Big Uke says, watching Dusty learn about hot water tank alternatives is like when babies discover their toes. And somebody sent in a picture of their hot water tank, or their tankless hot water system.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of looks like a big old fat electrical panel sticking way out like that. Yeah. It's kind of neat. Why can't we just get to a spot where all the water is heated up somewhere by the city and it just comes into your house straight up hot already?
It's hot pipe.
Like you got hot and cold coming in, as opposed to having to heat it in your own home.
It's not a bad idea.
What are we paying for?
I blame the bike lanes. We could probably get that done if we didn't have so many damn bike lanes.
Oh, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
The bike lines. Yeah. Jeez. Good morning, Godfather.
You monster.
Godfather.
All right. We will keep the text messages flying in. There's a few other good ones that I wanted to get to for 3 questions too many, but the inbox is just getting peppered right now. This text comes in from the first time they've ever texted in. If you're listening on 95.7, please tell your friends. Guys, I don't think Pickard can play unless there's an injury to one of the other two. Is that like a contract thing? Or are you saying, like, is there something? He should be able to play. Is there, did I miss? I very well could have missed something.
News to me.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, he adds to it. He goes, it's emergency call-up condition.
Well, who wants to take
if they have to get Pickard between the pipes, somebody's gonna.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Tanya Harding, Jari's knee if he has
come see me in the.
All right, let's get to question number 3. Who do we go with? Cal in the Park, we kind of already dove into that one, talking about how much is tonight.
Give me back my son.
How much of a must-win is tonight's game for McDavid and Bush? Those guys are going to step up tonight, I would think. Let's go with... this one's a good one from Tim from Pro Hockey Life. What's one thing you wish you could experience for the first time again? Keep it clean. Trev's already giggling. Come on, Trev, grow up, man. We are
laughing at what you said afterwards.
Oh, is that what you're laughing at, Trev?
Funny because
this is a show of adults.
I was like,
but what is one thing you wish you could experience for the first time again?
It's a great question. Oh, this is fun.
I've got two answers, I guess. One would be taking my kids to Disneyland for the first time.
Oh.
We've been twice now. Their faces, like Disneyland's a special place, but to see your kids experience for the first time, you'll never be able to get that back even on other trips to Disneyland. So I'm going to say taking my kids to Disneyland for the first time, and then also a close 1B, trying a donaire for the first time. Because I was very worried and scared of donaires for most of my 20s until I moved to Fort McMurray when I was 27. I got drunk when I had donaire for the first time because I realized you could get it without tomatoes and onions and all that stuff. And my God, that was delicious. Changed my life. So those would be the two things I'd like to try for the first time again. What do you guys got?
Thing I'd like to try for the first time again, probably a blow out.
That would work, I guess.
Watching my favorite team complete a blow.
That makes sense. Like the Riders
blow
crushing
out.
some
A
teams.
blowout.
Trev, what about you, buddy?
Maybe the first time I hooked onto a fish. Just the rush I got. Just, I got one. Oh, what a high. That was great. And it's cool because that first time.
Getting high again.
No. The fish.
Yeah.
Like that was
your first
getting
fish.
the high.
Yes,
the high.
Yes,
of it.
the high of that. But it's cool with fishing because once you get that, you're just like, you're hooked. You become hooked.
Great pun, Gene.
And then it's always like it's still a really good feeling reeling in. Or when you get a bite and you just feeling it's messing with you, that little fish down there is just like,
I could still do that because I've never caught a fish.
Yeah.
So I could still experience that for the first time. How many fishes have you caught, Rick?
I've caught 2.
2 fish. Cool.
One was dead, though. It was a flounder off the coast of Vancouver Island. We were in a...
How'd you hook it? How did it bite it?
I don't know.
Must have died immediately.
Yeah, you're all fishing for like the salmon and stuff, right? Like,
of course,
you're
yeah.
Up there, right?
Yeah,
one of those boats.
And
the driver was a stoner. Like he didn't know the places to go, and he kept whenever somebody would reel in one. Like it was a wedding trip, so it's me and brother-in-laws and everybody, and they love fishing, and they're pulling them over, and he would have to go and like club them and put them in the net, and every time he hit them, they'd go off. So
he was knocking him off the hook.
He was terrible, and we paid a lot of money for this.
This guy sounds horrible.
So after like the 5th fish was like catch and release, like the boat was silent. Like the guys were pissed, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know." And the boat's all around us. Everybody's like reeling him in and cheering and everything. And we got the dud.
At your boat, you got this
the
guy
stoner dud who didn't even know where to go and how to.
Free.
Yeah, and so it's just. But yeah, I pulled up it was a dead flounder. It was
wow. I didn't know you could.
Not so much
I didn't know you could catch a dead fish.
Catching a live fish.
I've caught so many fishes. All the fishes.
Yeah, you've caught them all. Have you caught a trout?
Oh yeah.
So many trout. A million.
That's like
trout.
the only.
What about a bass?
No, I actually never hooked onto a bass. I was just joking when I said no.
Oh, I was gonna say. You said you caught all the fishes, but you haven't caught a bass?
No.
Huh, I thought bass would be one of the very common fishes to catch.
Not necessarily in southern.
I guess
Alberta.
I know nothing about.
Not in southern
fishing,
Alberta.
Huh.
Caught lots of trout though: gold trout, brook trout, brown trout, rainbow trout.
You sound
Bull
like,
trout.
sound like Bubba in Forrest Gump. All the different types of shrimping.
Yeah.
Have you seen Forrest Gump?
I have.
Okay.
Well,
okay. I have to, Trev. I have to ask now. You know how it is.
I've watched that so many times.
Burglar's in. It says new song. Trev snags a trout. All right. So other things that you'd like to try for the first time again. There's some good ones. Where's this one from? Where's John? Yeah, John says, I would like to try an iPhone for the first time again. That was such a remarkable new piece of technology when it first came out.
I still had my first one. You know how small they were?
The little one. Yeah, yeah.
Like
it was.
It's
nuts. It was basically just like an iPod on steroids. Yeah. Bronco Nick says, when your team wins the Super Bowl for the first time. Yeah. I guess I'll still get to experience that, hopefully, at some point. Fingers crossed. Crackpacker Parr is in it. Says, hole-in-one experience was so unreal. Almost a blur. Humble brag. I got a hole-in-one. It was amazing.
You can do it.
Spruce Grove Corey says he'd love to try 49 cent per liter gas again. Yeah, that would be nice. Jay says, I'd like to discover my favorite band again for the very first time. I remember, so I'm a very big Eminem fan, and I remember when Hi My Name Is, when the music video was released.
Oh,
like you never seen anything like him, and I was like, who is this guy? What is it? What is this?
He popped.
Who is this? And I instantly was like, okay. After watching that video the first time, I was like, this guy's different. and it's funny, and I like him. And then I became a big Eminem fan for a long time. I got to see him in Squamish at a music festival, probably like a long time ago now, like 10 years maybe. But it was incredible. And just as far as discovering favorite artists, I guess, is what I would say.
Maybe watching Endgame again for the first time.
They're putting Endgame back into theaters before they release Doctor Doom.
That's smart.
They're changing it. There's going to be part of it that's changed because apparently Doctor Doom's going to pick up right where Endgame left off. As so I heard on the MCTV podcast with Mark Peugeot and Corey Graham.
Trailer's coming out soon.
Probably not till the summer.
I think pretty soon.
Late May. I'm guessing late May.
Late May.
I guess that's about a month from now. That's not too far away. I could see them, and I heard Peugeot actually suggest this on the podcast, that they throw the trailer for Doctor Doom, Doomsday, ahead of the Mandalorian movie, which releases like late May, that would kind of make sense. Speaking of Peugeot, he works for the Cara Family Resource Center, and they've got a 50-50 fundraiser going on right now that we're trying to help them out with. Everybody loves 50-50s. All right, you should love 50-50s even if they're not an Oilers 50-50 because you're still helping out a great cause. So we'd like you to go check it out, edmontonsportstalk.com. Click on the 50-50 link there or go to rafflebox.ca/raffle/Cara FRC, and that's Cara with a K, Cara FRC, and you can get your 50-50 tickets right now and help out a great cause at the same time. Support local families with the Cara Family Resource Center, and their spring 50-50 tickets are on sale now until May 11th. One lucky winner will take home 50% of the pot. The other 50% will stay right here in Edmonton to help families in need. Get your tickets today, rafflebox.ca/raffle/Cara FRC, or just go to edmontonsportstalk.com. There's a link right at the top. You must be 18 plus and in Alberta at the time of purchase. Grand prize draw, May 11th, 2026. AGLC, license number 778765. All right, we do have a GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast on the way. We do have Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. That's coming up right now. Our Beer of the Week's going to happen around 8:40ish, probably in about 15 minutes. We'll get there as well. So that's coming up. And of course, your predictions for Game 3 tonight. I would hope most of you are probably feeling pretty good about this game tonight. I hope.
You got to be.
And if you're not, tell us why not. And I have to think the only answer would be you're worried about Connor McDavid. And why would you be worried about Connor McDavid? He's Connor McDavid. He's going to get 2, 3, possibly 4 points tonight. Trev 15 texts in and says, I just learned on the show today that I was at the Squamish and M&M show with Dusty. Amazing. Have a great Friday, boys. Go Oilers. There we go. See? People are excited today.
I like the thought of you two like in the beer line crossing paths and not even knowing it at the time.
Well, he was 15, so I'm hoping he wasn't in the beer line.
But it's a music festival.
What?
What?
Are you serious?
Just saying. Or like, rubbing shoulders. It's one of those things like before you know somebody and I like that stuff. Like that's weird. You time travel,
That was a long day because we got out there. We left really early.
Camp? Like,
no, we didn't camp. We caught like a shuttle out of Vancouver, took us up to Squamish. We got there around, I don't know, like 11 a.m., doors open. I can't remember anybody else who was playing, but it's one of those days where it's such a marathon. By the time M&M came on at like 9 o'clock at night, I had been like drunk and then like kind of sobered up a bit. It was like one of those long days.
Yeah.
And I remember we started quite a ways near the back and we got in there a couple hours before M&M kind of came on. And by the time he came on, we were only like 10 rows from the front. So it worked out.
So you had
worked out pretty good.
Bruno Mars, Arcade Fire, Arctic Monkeys.
Bruno Mars was there?
Foster the People.
Must have been on a different day.
Yeah. Was it a multi?
I think it was multiple days. Or did I just not pay attention to Bruno Mars?
Walk Off the Earth, Mayor, Serena Ryder, Atmosphere, Sam Roberts Band, Head in the Heart, Danny Brown, Whitehorse.
Maybe Bruno Mars did play before Eminem. There's a big rumor there that Rihanna was going to show up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't. All right, GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast setting up Game 3. Yeah, that was a good time. That was a really fun. It's the only outdoor music festival I've ever been to in my entire life.
You never rocked a boomstock, did you?
No, but I did see Trooper outside in Fort McMurray one summer.
Yeah. Who hasn't?
I got to introduce them. It was very cool. All right, GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast is on the way. If you're listening over on 95.7, hammer the thumbs up for us. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into Game 3 and if you're the Ducks, you're probably not touching anything. And the Edmonton Oilers, we'll see what they end up doing with the line combinations. Probably won't know anything until they take the ice for warm-up tonight down in Anaheim. If you're online with us, we got a sports update coming your way right now with Lieutenant Eric.
Game 3 from Anaheim tonight as the Oilers visit the Ducks with that series tied at 1. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. He'll be live from Boston Pizza Clairview. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Elsewhere tonight, the Habs are at home to the Lightning at 5. That series tied at 1. And Utah welcome in Vegas at 7:30 with that series also knotted at a game apiece. Last night, it was Buffalo over Boston 3-1 as the Sabres take a 2-1 lead in that series. Elsewhere, the Canes, they take a chokehold now on the Senators 3-0 in that series following a 2-1 victory, and the Avalanche would double up the Kings from LA 4-2 to also take a 3-0 series lead. Raptors back in their series with the Cavs last night. Scotty Barnes had a double-double, 33 points, 11 assists, leading Toronto over Cleveland 126-104. Game 4 Sunday back in Toronto at 11. Elsewhere, the Hawks over the Knicks 109-108, and the Timberwolves winning on home court 113-96 over the Nuggets. Tonight, 3 games. 5 o'clock, it'll be the Sixers hosting the Celtics. Lakers in Houston looking to go 3-0 up. That gets underway at 6. And at 8:30, it's the Trailblazers at home to the San Antonio Spurs. The Toronto Blue Jays are back home. They open a 6-game homestand with a 3-game series against the Guardians. First pitch 5:07. Max Scherzer, the scheduled starter. NFL draft last night from Pittsburgh saw the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza first overall, the Indiana quarterback, national champion and Heisman Trophy winner. Chargers would select Canadian defensive end Hakeem Mesidor, 22nd overall out of the U. CFL draft goes Tuesday at 5. The Edmonton Elks currently holding the 3rd overall selection. We'll get you set for Oilers and Ducks coming up next with an Orange and Blue Breakfast as Hour 3 continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
5. If that doesn't get you vibing on a Friday, sorry, we can't do anything else. Hey, that's
Maybe
as good as it
little
gets.
Eminem? Huh?
Oh, God. I always wanted to write an Eminem parody song.
No.
Hey, and Hi, My Name Is would be an easy one to do.
Hi, my name is Nuge.
My name is Dry.
I'm here to
My
play.
name is, yeah.
I was wanting to do one pass like that instead of.
You ain't never seen a pass like that.
No
The way you move it.
Yeah.
That's a good. I like that one too.
Yeah.
That was off some of his weaker albums, but that was a good song.
That was a banger.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, I guess I got a little bit of a bone to pick. We're gonna dive into the GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Then we're gonna have beer of the week. The folks from Cowboy Trail have
Seems like it's
made the
already
trek
underway.
up. Yeah, Norman at Combine's here too. Yeah. Anyway, I love this. Oh, changing 300, Trev. By the way, let's hit that.
Changing 100.
Where is it? DC3 Consult over on the Nasty Chat says, where is it? Where did I lost it here. Oh, here it is. Dennis from Weiss Johnson scheduled me in to head over to your place at round 2. We'll get you sorted out here. That's what I'm talking about. A bonus 8 o'clock conch. That's great service. You know, it's awesome when the guy who's coming over to your house to fix your hot water tank is in the Nasty Chat saying, hey, I've been booked for 2 o'clock.
All done through the Nasty Chat.
All right. Well, this makes me feel very much more relaxed knowing that I'm not going to have to go home and flood the basement. So that's good.
You get home, you see the trucks, you go, Weiss Johnson. Oh.
I'm going to have to say that when I say
it.
Weiss Johnson. Whoa. All right, let's get into your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Game 3, round 1. This is where the power play gets on track tonight. Let's dive into it. The Edmonton Oilers, last time we saw them, obviously, with the way that game was going and the way some of those guys were playing, they did mix things up a little bit. I'll be very interested to see what they go with tonight. I would suggest that we'll probably see Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman. Trev, what are you doing over there?
I was doing that. Get up for Nugent-Hopkins.
Get
He's
up
going
for the
up.
Nuge. Yeah,
He's going up.
I'd be pretty surprised, actually, if he's not with those guys tonight.
Me too.
Yeah. You think they're going to go Nuge with McDavid and Hyman?
Sure.
Let the vets sort it out themselves.
Yeah.
Draisaitl with Kapanen and Podkolzin, you'd be crazy to touch that. If for some reason they text the lines tonight out, whoever's down there, Tony, Staff, whoever, and for some reason Draisaitl and Kapanen and Podkolzin are break up, people are going to lose their mind. They're going to lose their mind. All of online media in Edmonton is going to freak out. So if they put Nuge up with McDavid and Hyman, you probably see Roslovic with Savoy and Szymanski. And then Lazar would play with Doc and Frederick, which I kind of like. But we'll see what they roll out. Ekholm, Bush, Nurston, Murphy, Wallman, and Emerson. I know some people yesterday on 2 guys and a goalie were asking if we'd slide Stastny in there. I wouldn't. They're not using Emerson a ton, but when he's out there, he's been just fine. So I would assume the back end probably stays the same. Connor Ingram will start unless Tristan Jarry has photos of somebody in the organization. Leo Carlson between Troy Terry and Gauthier. Granlund with Seneca and Killorn. Paling with McTavish and Kreider. And this very talked about fourth line of the Anaheim Ducks. Tim Washy, Jeffrey Veal, and Ian Moore. Now, I think Jack and Louis have been giving them a lot of love. Quenneville's been putting them out there in some really tough spots.
They're dogs on a bone, man.
But at the same time, the Oilers can't lose to a team that's playing Washy, Moore, and Jeffrey Veal in key moments defensively.
Veal.
Like this, yeah, Veal, whatever. Like this is not Patrice Bergeron out there shutting you down. Like you got to find a way to push through the Tim Washy line. Lacombe and Trouba, Minchukov and Carlson, Hines and Hellison. We'll try to keep tabs on what's going to be happening today with Radko Gudas, who once hit Timo Solani so hard, his entire body bruised, according to Bruce Boudreau on the show yesterday. As for a list of guys who aren't tough enough to play hockey tonight, Rick, what do you got?
Just like a deep bluish purple.
It's very hilarious.
Like, what are you wearing?
Looks
no,
like
this
he's got
is my
a
skin.
Jets jersey on his entire body.
For the Ducks, Peter Mrazek, Jansen Harkins, and Radko Gudas listed as day today. And for the Oilers, of course, the one that stands out, Jason Dickinson, probably game time decision, as you said. We'll see on the skate later on today. But Adam Henrique also out, Max Jones and Matthias Janmark.
All right, what is your key to an Oilers victory tonight?
Do we have the tape from going into game 2? Same thing. It's McDavid and or Bush. And also special teams. And I'll say special teams as a whole, including the penalty kill, but more specifically, I guess, the power play and looking to get that thing on track.
Quick side note question. If Dickinson can play tonight, Trev, would you leave the lines the same as they were in game one? Nuge, Dickinson, and Roslovic.
No.
And then Savoy plays with...
No, I regardless if Dickinson is in, I'd have Nuge on the first line. And Dickinson, Roslovic, and Savoy, maybe give that a go.
Nuge, Dickinson, and Savoy.
No, Nuge, McDavid, Hyman with Dickinson, Roslovic.
And Savoy. Oh, okay, yeah.
Probably the route they'd go.
Spruce Grove Corey texts in and says, if you can't solve that fourth line, this whole series could be a washy. Oh, that's so stupid it could win the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Maybe instead of dining on duck, the Oilers decide to dine on veal.
VL. It's VL, Rick. Come on, man. All right, my game day prediction is this. 2 power play goals tonight for the Edmonton Oilers.
No.
I had to say it. No. I can't sit here for yesterday afternoon on Two Guys at Goalie on the Nielson show this morning and sit here and tell you, if there's one thing I know about hockey, it's that the Oilers power play will figure it out. And then not sit here today and tell you they're going to score 2 power play goals tonight. So that's going to be my game day prediction. YouTube, Trev, what's the vibe check like? What are you thinking tonight?
Yeah.
What's the feel?
Vibe check is great. I'm expecting an awesome game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to watch it with the Nasties and company. It's going to be good. I'm very intrigued by the first line. If Nuge is slotted on that first line, that's kind of what I want to see. That's, McDavid, you talk about his excellence in the past 2 playoffs. It was with Zach Hyman and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. I know you want him out of town, Dusty. I don't. I want him on the first line, and this is a coming out party for
I don't want him out
Nuge.
of town. I'm just saying I don't know if it really matters where he plays. So what I hope is that he plays tonight with McDavid 5-on-5 and does something.
I feel like you want him to do nothing, so you're like, see, I told you.
Oh, man. Gager has unleashed a monster on us.
No.
A monster on us.
No. You
This
said
guy,
it.
You can no
You
longer
said
be
it.
controlled.
No, this is you.
This is all you.
I don't think so. But yeah, and then if Szymanski, Savoy, and Roslovic are together, if Dickinson is out, I feel like we've seen more from both Roslovic, Savoy in that one shift where Szymanski ended up getting a goal than we had in the prior, game and a half that we saw. So yeah, and there's a lot to like. The power play, it's cold. McDavid's cold, but watch out because the floodgates are about to open.
Oh,
and when they do,
here they come.
Yeah.
All right, that is your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. GCL Diesel also the best in the biz. Providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and the Northern Alberta area for over 50 years. Of course, the GCL Diesel pregame show will get going tonight at 6:30. We are live straight up to puck drop, 14 total hours, getting you ready for the game tonight. And then obviously the GCL Diesel postgame show will be happening after. Tommy will be live on location tonight, Clairview, Boston, and Pizza for a little Friday night action. All right, should we? You got the beer of the week song, Trev? Let's get set up for Sobeys and Safe with Liquor beer of the week. Here we go. is 8:44 on the Nielson Show. Time for Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week on a Friday morning, just like we do every Friday morning. And we've got the folks from Cowboy Trail out of Break Creek joining us. Jason and Chloe back. You guys were at the old office, right? Weren't you? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Slide up close to the mic.
All right, perfect.
Good to see you guys again.
Yeah, likewise.
So did you drive up yesterday?
Yes, we did.
How was it yesterday driving up?
It wasn't too bad. When we started out, Airdrie was a little rough, so we were a little concerned. But no, it was good.
So are you going to be driving home today? Or are you gonna
we got to go back today. It's Case to Bragg Creek tonight, so it's going to be a big event.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming up. Great to see you guys once again. I do have to tell you, you don't have to take your shoes off when you come into the office. So my brother-in-law, we call him the Godfather. You would have met him. Yeah. Whenever he comes in, he takes his shoes off. So he was the first one here today. So everybody else has been taking their shoes off. There's a pile of shoes over by the door. So all right. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit. I know we've had you guys on before, but let's refresh for everybody. Tell us a little bit about Cowboy Trail.
Yeah, so right now we're brewing in Calgary, and we're going to be building in Bragg Creek.
Okay.
So we've been kind of running all our product through Sobeys, Safeway, and a lot of the other liquor stores. And we've got a lineup of like 8 beers now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you guys start?
We started like May of 2024.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because we must have had you guys shortly after you sort of launched last time. Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah, very.
Okay.
quick
So it's been really good then for the last couple of years.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's been really good. The support and whatnot. And our focus is the traditional beers.
Yeah.
So it's really found a spot in the market.
So for you guys right now, you said you're building in Break Creek. What's that process like? You're close to. Or what
we're
steps
just starting on getting quotes on the building.
Okay.
And then we're going to start on a DP.
Is it just brewery or like tap room, that type of thing?
That's going to be tap room, and we're thinking of food, possibly like cowboy tacos, stuff like that.
That type of stuff would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice stage and everything, good patio and stuff like that.
Okay,
so,
that'll be nice. Well, congratulations. That's exciting.
Yeah,
Exciting
thanks.
time for you guys.
Thanks,
That's awesome.
man. No,
all right, so let's dive in. Well, what'd you bring? 3?
We brought 3.
Okay, all right.
But the beer of the week is the Hippies and Cowboys.
Okay.
So it's a New England hazy IPA at 6%. IBU sitting around 35.
Okay, all right. So do you want to start with that? Should we start? Okay.
Yeah, we totally
Okay, we'll start with it. So that one is 4-pack at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor right now for $13.99 for beer of the week, right? I think I got that price right. All right, perfect. So hey, who does the labeling? Who you guys do that? Do you in-house, out-house? What do you do?
So the design itself, like the actual layout, is done by a marketing company, Ad Mackey.
Okay.
But like the vision of the mountains and the tie-dye, that was my daughter Chloe.
All right,
she's in charge of sales and marketing. Yeah.
Nice. Chloe, how do you like this? Chloe, how do you like being in the business?
I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love
That's
it.
Good.
It's such a great time for sure.
Hey, family business, right?
Yeah.
My son's always his big thing. He's 11 now, but he's going to work at EST one day.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm talking about business stuff at home, he's always like snooping around and listening. He goes, "Daddy, I have to listen to this stuff. I'm going to work on it." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess you do." I have to say, this pour is beautiful. Like, this is a very good-looking golden beer right here.
Yeah.
Smells delicious as well. All right, well, let's cheers to safe travels.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do that. Thanks for coming up.
Safeway.
See you guys.
Sobeys.
Yeah, Safeway, Sobeys Liquor.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we wanted something that was crushable, right?
Delicious.
That's delicious.
And 6% as well, as you mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah.
New England IPA.
Yeah, a few of those will hit you pretty
Very
good.
smooth.
That's so. Which one was your first one? This one wasn't your first one?
No,
Okay,
no.
all
Our
right.
first one was our dark ale, and we actually won gold for Canada in the World Beer Awards. And then
Bursting
we
onto
won-
the scene. Like,
We won gold for the world. They sent it over to the UK. And
Come on.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's as a mild
Ale
dark.
in the UK. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and that was the first beer I ever made.
So the first beer you ever made won the global award.
Yeah.
For the best. What did you say? Dark ale.
Mild dark.
Mild dark ale.
So you're thinking I got something here.
God.
Yeah.
We went beyond it.
Yeah,
You're like a beer
I
making
don't want to send
phenom.
anything else now.
Yeah,
right?
the Connor McDavid of mild dark ale. This is insane. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's terrific. So, I mean, how much does winning an award like that help, grow the business?
It definitely helps
does?
because it
Okay.
kind of legitimizes everything we're doing, right?
Yeah. So you can say this is our award-winning beer, and people are like, "Oh, okay, I take you seriously."
No, 100%.
Yeah, so I've always
100%.
wanted us to win an award, so we can use that same sort of theory. On people. That might help a little bit. All right, what else do we got here?
So we have a lock and load Pilsner.
Okay.
We put a target on the can, so we're getting photos of people, shooting this can.
Shoot the can. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So it's a nice, easy drinking, 4.25%.
Okay.
And
Yeah, no, it's a great
So that's
beer.
a really crushable
Traditional Pilsner.
So
you got to have one.
The idea behind this was that we would have a rodeo beer to bring people over from the dark side,
Makes
right?
sense. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Has it become a rodeo beer?
It is, yeah. We're title sponsor for Cochrane Rodeo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we wanted something that kind of covers
I mean,
our
if
bases.
you're going to run a brewery called Cowboy Trail, you probably should sponsor a couple of rodeos. You know what? I grew up on a farm down in Cranbrook, and we used to go to the Cranbrook Rodeo all the time. But I've never been to a rodeo since I was old enough to drink booze. I feel like it'd be a completely. I was mutton busting. They called it.
Mutton busting.
But I've never been to a rodeo since I was old enough to really sort of have a good time at one. I think it would probably change the vibe.
I think,
for sure. I never even thought about that.
Well,
Well, I guess that's not. I've been to the Stampede. But I didn't actually go to the rodeo. I just went to the Stampede. So,
rodeo.
Hey, long weekend in September. If you're down in Bragg Creek, let me know, man.
Yeah.
We've got tickets.
That
it would be a good
sounds
time.
like a really good time.
Yeah.
All right, let's cheers to the. I don't know, you guys. We're Oilers.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Cheers to the Oilers getting the win here in Game 3.
Cheers.
Oh, man. That's really good. That one just sort of evaporates in your mouth. It's just like
crushable again.
Yeah, that is a very, very smooth drinking beer. Yeah, that is. And what's that one called?
Lock and Load.
Okay, Lock and Load. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And what's the third one you guys brought in?
The third one is a 0.5, but we just launched it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's sold at the West Bragg Trails.
Okay.
And it's called our trail ale. So all our zero elks are going to be
It's important to get into that business too, right? You got to have that.
My wife is listening now. Yeah, it's a huge market now. When we started doing this, 100%. It was kind of unheard of.
I remember when, because we've been doing this segment for like 10 years, and when they first started coming, I said, "Excuse me, this is a beer with very no alcohol."
Yeah.
But now, I mean, if you have a brewery, you got to have an option like that, right?
100%. Yeah, and it's funny because we did sampling at the trails.
Yeah.
And the stories you get and how thankful people are that you have a
that
product.
option, yeah.
So they can go out, be social, and you know.
That is true. Like, I'm having a beer too. Right,
Yeah.
you don't have to feel awkward or anything.
100%.
So okay, that's good. Well, let's try this one as well.
All right.
What's the website? Where can people find more information on you guys?
So www.cowboytrailbrewery.
Just Cowboy Trail Brewery?
Cowboytrail.beer.
They got the dot beer.
Yeah. You got the dot beer too. We had somebody in a couple weeks ago
else
that
said-
had dot beer, and I was very fascinated by the dot beer website.
Jazzes it up just a bit.
Now that person said it was a little trouble with emails because people would try to send an email to a .com.
Yep.
It's got to be. Have you guys had email problems too?
No. No.
I'm just
We make
curious.
it very clear.
Yeah, usually everyone's like, that's really cool. How do you do that? Right?
Yeah. When I always see it, I'm like, the dot is what your business is? This is incredible. So, all right. Oh, so this one's, tell us a little bit more about this one. This is
So this is made with malt and 0.5 yeast.
Okay.
So it's produced like a regular beer. Fermentation's a lot shorter period, obviously. And the challenge with these, you can't add a lot of malt, otherwise it would be sweet, and nobody wants a sweet beer.
Yeah.
Right? So they tend to be lighter, and then you can hop them up if you want.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is, just a crushable beer for your backpack. If it gets warm, it's drinkable. Yeah.
What
Great
did you
beer.
do before getting into the beer business?
Have an energy company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, that
there you go.
helps.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say. All right. Well, hey, cheers to side gigs.
Right on.
Right? That's good.
Cheers.
Oh, man.
And it's supposed to be a bit more like a blonde as well.
Yeah, so it's
is that what
called
it
the
is?
Braggin' Rights Blonde.
Oh, okay.
So it's
that's the
named
name of it.
after
Okay.
one of the trails, and we're going to be coming out with some more trail ales.
Oh, that's got a good. Yeah.
Tell me a
that's
little
nice.
bit more about the trails. You mentioned the trails, like.
So West Bragg Trails, it's I believe the biggest trail network in Western Canada.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it's run by volunteers. Like,
Okay.
it's such a great group.
Yeah.
And it's kind of my therapy spot, right? You go out mountain biking,
That's nice,
hiking.
yeah.
It's
the best.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like that, Rick, hey?
The River Valley. It's affordable to kind of get the mind.
it's a good way to get out there.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
all right, so once again, cowboytrail.beer.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
We're not sampling this morning, but I had to bring it. It's a conversation piece. So off our beer, we make moonshine.
Off your beer?
Yeah. So like this is literally moonshine made from our dark ale. So
Beer
our
mash.
The award-winning dark ale.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. and it's 57%.
Yeah, we probably
so
shouldn't.
It's not for breakfast.
I don't think that's legally allowed.
Spoonful, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So you guys move a little bit of that
if
too.
you're going home and you run out of gas, you can top up.
I was just thinking
to go.
Look-see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
kind of
114 proof, very clean.
So what we're doing now is we overproduce on our kegs to make sure all the restaurants have.
Okay.
And then we'll pull kegs, and we're going to be making a whiskey. So that's like a whiskey that hasn't seen a barrel.
Oh,
right?
Really?
Yeah.
So
well, it's all malt.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So.
Let me take a whiff, Rick. Let me take a whiff. Let me do this.
So it's got a little coffee cocoa right from the dark ale that kind of came through.
It's funny, like really random, but it's really good with ginger beer.
Really?
Because of the cocoa coffee.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, you buy a lot of infused moonshine and things in the store, and with ours, you can literally stick whatever fruit you'd like in it.
That's
like
the
this,
best.
that, and the
It's
other.
a clean slate, and then you can add yourself.
Exactly.
For
that,
1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes, I'll chug this.
No.
All right, excellent stuff. We do have a gift certificate to Sobeys Safeway Liquor. You can text in Beer Me right now to 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Text Beer Me in there. We have to wrap up the show. We got about 5 minutes, but thank you very much for coming by.
you.
We'll let you guys slide out. Good to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks so much. Drive safe.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Heading home. But yeah, you guys we'll let you slide out there. That was fun. These guys are great. These beers are absolutely delicious.
Cowboy Trail beer.
The beer of the week we dove into the Hippies and Cowboys.
That's delicious.
This is
that
really
one.
good.
Yeah.
6%. This is an awesome beer. The Hippies and Cowboys from Cowboy Trail Brewery. It's on 4-pack for $13.99 right now at all Sobeys and Safeway Liquor locations. Oh, they left the moonshine. I should probably use this to fire up my hot water tank.
You could probably get it going. Yeah.
Pour it in there. That would be good. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, you can get it done at William Huff. They've been doing this since 1952. They are the best in the biz. Lieutenant Eric, what'd you learn on the show today?
Can I help you? Okay. What we learned on the show today was you've got a bit of a hot water tank issue at your house, but we've worked through it. The issue started at the top of the show, and as the show is kind of cascaded on here into hour 3, closing up, Dennis and the team from Johnston is on it. One of his employees checked in the nasty chat. They're on it, and they'll be by bing, bang, boom later on this afternoon, and it's all fixed. So you went from, and again, it could have been worse. You found the problem this morning as you...
Yeah.
And
thank God I did.
Well, as you said, you slept...
I slept downstairs because I went to bed early. I woke up because I heard some water
and if
running.
you wouldn't have slept down,
and I saw my hot water tank was leaking.
Like this,
if I would have slept upstairs, I wouldn't even gone downstairs. And yada yada yada. My kids drowned this morning. So we managed to get the job done.
Yeah.
Trev, what'd you learn today?
I learned of the new song you created, Lightning Rider.
You know what? That works out well because Lightning Rider is also your sound of the day today.
Electricity running through his veins. He's known it since he was a kid playing games. 50,000 volts, he won't feel a thing. Why stop there? Bring on the lightning.
Nothing will faze him, so why don't we tase him? People will praise him
Because he's so amazing.
He's the lightning rider. Yes, the lightning rider. An electricity fighter. You can do it like Rob Schneider.
You can do it!
You too, Trevor. He wants to be tased. Now we know the party squad is gonna keep him safe. Can't wait to see the look on his face when falls right down and pisses all over the place.
Nothing will faze him, so why don't we tase him? People will praise him
Because he's so amazing.
He's the lightning rider. Yes, the lightning.
That is your sound of the day. We don't have enough time to get to all of it because we're going to get you back to classic rock over on 95.7. We've got The Distance by Cake. He's going the distance. Something.
that's a banger.
Yeah.
He's ready for speed.
Yeah.
That's
one of Cake's best.
Yeah, that's a good.
All right, let's get to your text of the day. Today, text of the day for Royal Pizza.
Royal Pizza.
It's the text of the day. Spruce Grove Corey, earlier this hour. If you can't solve that fourth line, the whole series could be a washy. That is your Royal Pizza text of the day. We've got the hangout coming up next from 9 to 11. I didn't even get to my bone to pick. My bone to pick was when Glue Guy texts in, hey, guys, you want coffees?
Yeah.
Tommy always replies with his order, but with a question mark. Like, Milne goes, morning, fellas, coffees? Tommy replies, Americano, 1 milk, 1 sugar, GG, question mark.
Yeah, always a
What's
lengthy
that? Why is he
order.
always, why is he putting a question mark into his coffee order? I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me, man.
I always reply with, well, it's a coffee with water and milk.
I mean, that's here he is.
Why are you asking questions
He's
when
ready
you
to
put in
play.
your order?
What do you mean?
You asked the question, then you put a question mark on it.
Yeah, can I have one, please?
But he's already said he'll get you one.
I know, it's a courtesy thing.
I don't. Is it? Could you see it as a courtesy?
I see it as a question.
Yeah, I see it as a question. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, there we got the hangout coming up from 9 to 11. The Lock Shop and the Oil Stream today. Clairview Boston Pizza. Then we've got EST afternoons from 1 until 3. The Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6:30, and then pregame. GCLG's a pregame show from Clairview Boston Pizza 6:30 to 8.
Setting up the Lakers and Rockets.
Yeah, and the Lakers and Rockets will be on one of the TVs. I'm so
I'll
excited
see you
for that.
Sunday.
I don't know if I'll see you Sunday, buddy. I'll be getting ready for Monday morning show because we're going to peel off another piece of Wayne Gretzky.
Maybe 2.
All right, that's going to do it for the Nielson show today. Thank you, everybody. Stick around. Check us out on TuneIn and iHeart the rest of the day. We got Kate coming up over on 95.7. For YouTube, Trev.
Go in the distance.
He's built for speed. For Lieutenant Eric, I'm Dustin Nielsen. Take it easy.